Yes.
That's Richard. He's on a recording. I've got a button for him. We've got the disgraced judge who's had all the cases stripped off her and not re-elected as a judge with us today. Hopefully we'll be able to get the sound going first off. I think I figured out what the problem is. We just have to keep an eye on it, unfortunately, but we will do it. So there she
Your
is.
pen, pencil,
Boom.
and notebook right now.
So we've got
If you have been here
751
before,
people
you
want to learn
know
about
exactly
training
what type
on a
of
platform
training
which I
this
haven't even
is.
checked yet to see whether it's actually is
Newcomers,
going yet or not.
thank you
So
all
let's
for
listen for
being
the first
here.
part.
Thank you for all the persons who invited you. You make sure that you go ahead and thank them after this, and make sure that you invite somebody next time this training is going to be given. We will have questions and answers, and before we start that, we will have make sure to have the give some guidelines for that, okay? Just some housekeeping. So right now you can go ahead and lower your hands. I'll lower your hands because we're not going to take any questions right now. We're going to start the training, and then we will have questions and answers.
It's 3 minutes past 6 a.m. in New Zealand, and it's the 22nd of April. So theoretically,
it gives me great pleasure.
The boomerang should be working, but the boomerang's not working. It's not coming back.
The stage, center and front, spotlighted for you. A person of great integrity, of masterful
great
education, of great success. Not only in other businesses, but especially in this project. His rise to up the ladder of success in this project is just a testament of the type of person that he is, his knowledge in this particular industry, and the education that he's about to impart with you. He believes that the only way to be able to appreciate and earn is for you to learn, and you will hear that. This training is going to cover WAS project from beginning to end. And please make sure you write down your questions because you're going to have plenty, but listen very carefully as TrashShit coming from all the way from India to be able to share his knowledge with us.
I must show you actually where his registered business is. It's a shack, literally. It's amazing.
Thank you, Grace, for that warm introduction, and welcome everybody. This is Weekend Masterclass.
This is TrashShit.
The time.
This meeting is being recorded.
When we are on the verge of ending a week and about to start a week, so this is very perfect time for you to learn something, so that you can make sure what you have learned in the entire past week and what you can implement in the next week. So once again, welcome everybody. I'm TrashShit Home from India, and being closely associated to the project. It is one of my favorite projects that we have conducted in a very, very long time. So I'm very happy and privileged to share my knowledge on this project with you all. So
Russian boomerang's working. Oh, now I've lost the sound, haven't I? See? And I know how to fix it. Stop screen sharing.
product is going to be your next cash cow. So this all things you need to learn. You need to keep yourself updated so that you can make the most of opportunity. There is not a single person on this earth who can claim he never ever got a single opportunity in his or her entire life. God always will bless you with one or the other opportunity. It is up to you to recognize that opportunity. It is up to you to identify and work upon that opportunity. And because of lack of knowledge, because of past experiences, we often neglect many opportunities. So knowledge is very, very important. And being in the world where data is digital gold, information is a crucial component. The next wars are not going to be using weapons. They are going to be digital warfare, right? So this is very important for you all to learn as much as possible so that you can make the most of this beautiful opportunity. So let us begin, and let me take you on a exciting presentation. So once again, welcome to the Master Workshop on VAS. We are all Satoshis, BTCC, our own Bitcoin code, and Boomerang. So this session is going to be implemented in two parts. One part would be we will be covering BTCC, the blockchain and its native coin, and in the other section we will give you all the updates regarding Boomerang. I'm sure for the first time we are having 995 participants in the master workshop. I'm sure all these people are here for Boomerang. But Boomerang we are going to cover at the end of the presentation so that you learn about BTCC and VAS as well. All right, so stay tuned for all the updates on Boomerang, and this is a historic day where we mark the start of Boomerang. So let me take you very quickly onto the master training. So as I already introduced myself, I'm TrashShit Home. I'm from India, and being into training segments for a very long time, we have been a very good educator, and being crypto in past 5 years, I have been closely associated with many crypto projects, and we have seen how projects come and go. We have seen projects reach their peak level, and we have seen them falling down. But what we liked about this project, this is a beautiful ecosystem that none other than ShaveZ is trying to build. He is trying to introduce projects. He is trying to introduce platforms. He is trying to introduce digital products which are gonna last forever, and they give immense opportunity to be used as individual product as well as they give rewarding benefits. So this entire ecosystem is being developed by ShaveZ. He is just 28 years old. He is a developer, hardcore developer, and his expertise is crypto and blockchain technologies. Even he hails from India, and this is a very proud thing for us as an Indian that he is representing VAS, ARE ALL SATOSHI, as the CEO. He has launched his own smart chain, blockchain, that's BTC20 smart chain, and he is the technology partner of Boomerang. So being able to deliver so many platforms, so many products, he is one of the most beloved person in the crypto industry as of now. He is managing as of now 80,000 and more of community, and with excellent products that he has delivered so far. He is gonna create a history. He is gonna set a benchmark for all the crypto enthusiasts. So this is we feel very proud about him, and we love to work with him, and that's the reason why we are very passionate about this entire project. Start this video with you all, and you can after this video we will continue the rest of the training session.
I'm going to turn the music down on that one. Oh my goodness! I was going to have a look paying for license.
Bitcoin, the king of cryptocurrency. Since its inception in 2009, it has grown and developed into a new standard in finance, offering one of the most lucrative investment opportunities the world has ever experienced.
So they're still selling
as more people adopt Bitcoin, its limited supply and growing demand has significantly increased its value, generating tens upon tens of thousands of millionaires.
And then you can go
as time moves forward, technology continues to advance. We see the evolution of things all around us. The same is true with Bitcoin.
This is just a movie. I'm just getting rid of
when it was launched, in order to mine Bitcoin, you would need physical hardware like an ant miner, as well as the software and technical know-how to configure everything. So mining was only available to those that had that specific skill set. And the miners are the ones who benefited the most by creating the Bitcoin ecosystem. I would like to introduce you to the evolution of Bitcoin.
It's really nice.
An unprecedented, once-in-a-lifetime opportunity to be one of the first people to mine Bitcoin code.
I can't read those fancy words.
No external hardware needed and no complicated software, which makes it available to everyone. Simply order your NFT miner, connect it to the network, and you're set to mine Bitcoin code for the next 140 years. Imagine being able to go back to 2009 and be one of the first miners of Bitcoin. Knowing what you know right now and what Bitcoin has achieved, this is an absolute no-brainer.
Arbitrage trading,
Bitcoin code is following the exact roadmap that Bitcoin created in all aspects.
Would you be able
it's on its own blockchain.
Big exchange.
Exact same number of coins mined every day.
That's what they're claiming.
Total supply of 21 million.
And then if you want the
truth, you message the whole 9 yards.
If we get kicked out of here.
This is your opportunity to be a part of the evolution of Bitcoin. Will you sit on the sidelines like last time and miss the opportunity? Or will you take action and become a part of history? The choice is yours.
USDT.
So knowing what you know about Bitcoin, would you like to sit on the sideline or would you like to take action?
See, and it's pretty new to sign
up. This is the era of digitalization, and we are on the verge of the financial systems getting onto the decentralized platforms. So it is very important and crucial for you to take interest in cryptocurrencies because these cryptocurrencies are future
and on the 20th, and now they're blaming the weather in Dubai.
Eventually, everybody is going to get onto the decentralized systems because they are more efficient, they are more reliable, and basically there are no governing authorities on decentralized systems. So it is very important that you need to understand Bitcoin, you need to understand cryptocurrency. So what is Bitcoin? We always start our master workshops, master trainings with Bitcoin because it is the mother of all cryptocurrencies. Knowing what you know about Bitcoin, the total supply is 21 million, the 19.6 million already mined, that is the supply. The initial supply was 7,200 Bitcoins every 24 hours. If you break it down, it is 50 Bitcoins every 10 minutes, and the current supply, because just 2 days back we achieved the Bitcoin halving. It is like a year that occurs every 4 years. And
if you're in here and you've got a mouse,
you've got a mouse on your computer? The current supply of Bitcoin is as of now 3.125 Bitcoins distributed amongst all the miners who are mining.
There, aren't you?
And do you know that Satoshi Nakamoto mined alone BTCC? He used to mine 7,200 BTCC alone for like 7 months.
18 people in here at the moment.
Bitcoin is having halving in every 4 years, and this is a historic event that we have just been a part of 2 days back, right? So Bitcoin is the mother of all cryptocurrencies, and that is the reason why Bitcoin is almost like 90% in almost all exchanges and in financial institutions as liquidity. And because of this reason why whenever Bitcoin pumps, the entire crypto systems is on a bullish run. And when crypto coin gets dumped, the entire crypto market is in like a bearish run. So this is the halving year. We just crossed 4th halving of Bitcoin, and this is the reason why the entire crypto industry is gonna enter the bullish run. So there is going to be so much of liquidity getting poured into the market, and this is the right time to have a crypto portfolio. This is the right time to accumulate as many cryptocurrencies as possible, because eventually at the end of 2024 or maybe around 2025, there are high chances, even if you accumulate as many crypto assets as possible, they are going to grow 3 times, 4 times, 5 times maybe, because this is the era of crypto industry getting into the bullish run. So for that reason, if you don't have a crypto portfolio, if you don't have any bitcoins, if you don't have any cryptocurrencies, this is the right time to accumulate as many as possible. And with the projects like BTCC and Boomerang, this is going to be an immense possibility that you are going to grow your crypto portfolios like anything.
One of the ones that miss out.
Do you know Bitcoin halving? Bitcoin halving and Bitcoin mining. So Bitcoin mining is like, it's a process through which BTC or any other cryptocurrencies they enter into market supply. So even if you want to start BTC mining, you can have a Bitcoin wallet, high-end processor, uninterrupted power supply, and this is all gonna cost you. This is gonna cost you upfront. You cannot say to the power supplier that you will give we will pay the bill after Bitcoin halving in 4 years. Like, you need to pay it upfront, right? So for that reason, Bitcoin mining has been very, very commercialized, and there are like mining farms in capacity of football grounds.
I'm just looking at Rob's thumbnail of his video last night.
Hundreds and thousands of bitcoins mined every day
in India.
So this has been so much commercialized, the Bitcoin mining, and for that reason, it is far out of reach of any ordinary person.
Do check out my mate
and
Rob's,
because of Bitcoin halving, the
YouTube
supply
channel.
gets reduced to half every 4 years. So at the current supply is 3.125 Bitcoin in every 10 minutes. That means in the entire world, as many BTC miners are mining BTCC, the only value that is going to be distributed amongst all the miners, that is 3.125 Bitcoin every 10 minutes. So can you imagine how much a Bitcoin miner will get if is having a very limited hash power? So it is very important for you to understand Bitcoin mining, because that's the base of our mining program. You can see over here, Bitcoin already crossed this all-time high back in 14th of March. It crossed 73,750. But back in 2009, Bitcoin was priced at $0.009.
So this is all about.
And somebody purchased $40 worth of Visa using 10,000 Bitcoin. 10,000 Bitcoin.
Know how many
that day, May 22nd, 2010, when Laszlo Hennes purchased 2 pizzas worth $40 using his 10,000 Bitcoin, that is still celebrated as the Bitcoin Pizza Day.
But they're telling you,
if anybody would have invested like $1,000 back in 2010, as of now, he would be or she would be having an asset of 2,500 Bitcoins.
Oh, you're gonna miss out.
And as per the current rate, 63,813.
And there's one guy running it called Chavez.
That asset would have been worth $172 million.
Then the whole thing.
Can you imagine $1,000 turning into $170 million? That too, just in a span of like
sold by one man,
like 14 years.
Don't worry,
it is unbelievable, but that has been there have been many millionaires who are living examples of of asset growing so much in potential.
Asset. This is
so. Do you think
you've done
$172 million would have been worth to transform your life?
People start to
the life of your family.
Believe it's true. That's why I talk to everyone.
Today, many people,
missed an opportunity.
Many people have missed this opportunity. Nobody is right now having like many bitcoins. And even if you, knowing what you know about
just
Bitcoin, would like to go back to the 2009 era and would you like to start mining? But that is not going to happen, right?
No.
But if you have missed an opportunity, here is your chance. We have a beautiful and a very innovative digital mining program that can give you the same experience that the early miners of Bitcoin back in 2009 could have. Satoshi Nakamoto mined BTC for 7 months alone. 7,200 Bitcoins going straight away to that person, or maybe to that Satoshi Nakamoto's wallet address,
support call
without any
sharing her screen and showing the world her
experience you can have over here.
Rung her up to tell her that she was getting scammed.
That's called BTC.
Now that sounds like I hack into people's accounts, doesn't it?
with this blockchain.
And since then, she's told everybody that she hasn't updated her password for 5 years.
Chance to have that same
she didn't have her phone on. She had her phone on an angle
would have got
so that people couldn't see it when she typed it in. She didn't even know what screen sharing was. She was screwing a whole screen on the
Smart
computer. I was
Chain
there
is
to
our
save it.
latest and innovative blockchain that
Hey, why don't you come on stage, whatever your name is, and tell me why,
and BTCC,
why you think I'm not bored,
is its native
and
coin,
why you're too cowardly to come on.
140 years of
I'll give you a link.
journey.
And you can come in here and you can tell me
here is your chance
why you think I'm wrong.
Live again,
why all these other advisors of mine are trying to help people.
And you can mine
and you're
BTCC
welcome to tell us
for like 140
you won't,
years
because you're a coward.
using this beautiful NFTs.
Give you the link.
So these NFTs are digital
NFTs. The link. You just need to click on it. You don't even need to come on stage. I can just turn your mic on. And you can tell me why you think that I'm doing something wrong here.
Using this digital NFTs.
There you go. Come on,
we have seen in physical mining of Bitcoin, there are, it's a energy intensive process, as well as it is very expensive. And
but he won't. You won't come online.
Of mining needs to be paid upfront.
Prove this is
but
real.
Over here, we are in the era of digital mining, and we have
and
this digital NFTs through
fruit.
which, without any hardware appliances, without any specific knowledge or experience, you can straight away start mining BTCC on your smartphone.
But it's like
if you have a Web3 compliant mobile phone, you can just order this digital NFTs and you can start mining BTCC straight away in your decentralized wallet.
Web3 wallet. From the
so if we speak of numerical stats on Bitcoin code, so Bitcoin code or BTCC is exact copy of Bitcoin. That means we are following the exact roadmap.
ShaveZ can't afford to come on stage and talk to us.
Bitcoin. So in a way, we are on the exact trend of Bitcoin. So over here, the total supply of our coin BTCC is 21 million. Supply is only through mining like Bitcoin. And what Bitcoin had, the initial supply of 7,200, we have the same supply for the rate of mining from the day one. It's 7,200
I wonder why these
BTCC
people
every
don't come
day,
on stage
distributed amongst all the miners who are using the NFTs and mining their BTCC. We also have over here halving in 4 years, and in just a span of 80 days, we reached all-time high, 87.782
yeah, so come on stage. You're going to say things like that. Be a real person. Come on stage. Tell us why you think I'm wrong.
Just in 80 days. Because we are digitally more advanced, because we are
good comments today.
In a way smarter
thanks very much for being here.
Bitcoin's blockchain.
Hit that like button
and
because
of
give me
that
hearts,
reason,
because I think it tells you
definitely say that what Bitcoin has achieved in like 14 years, we might be able to achieve
getting fooled
in like
by
4
some
years.
guy that lives in a
over here
in
it's
India.
a 140 years
you look
of
up
mining journey that you can start today by ordering a single NFT.
He lives in
and 140 years means not only you, but your next generation are also going to get benefited through this beautiful product that we are having as Bitcoin BTCC Code 20
Hey
miners.
Josephine, I see
the
you
blockchain is live, and the mining interface has lots many features like the mining facility, harvesting facility, swap bridge, and we are all having practical use cases of BTCC right away, straight away on our DApp. So how can you start this mining journey? So for that we have our own affiliate marketing model, which is an affiliate program where there's exclusive packages.
I think that's how it works. I know it works like that on
are available.
TikTok, which I'm
as of now, this affiliate model is centralized. That means it's managed by ShaveZ. But in a way, ShaveZ is trying to make this system also decentralized.
That means we'll have
in a way, we are moving from a centralized system to the decentralized system. And so far, we have just initiated that process by registering ourselves as a DAO.
Boomerang
so DAO is basically decentralized autonomous organization, and we have registered ourselves as affiliate marketing 3.0 DAO LCC. This is the certificate, and you can go through the details later on. And we are also Satoshi is basically an affiliate model where digital products in terms of licenses and subscriptions are available for sales and purchases. So the first product we are having is Code 20 miners. I have already explained. It basically facilitates 140 years of your mining journey, and you can mine BTCC, the native coin of our blockchain, using this NFTs. So this NFTs are available in 3 different values: $50, $500, and $5,000. each NFT is having its own, of course, price value. But if we speak of statistics, each NFT is different from the other in terms of hash power, as well as the consumption of
you're not allowed to
promote
multi-level marketing on WhatsApp.
Then we had actually other products like the nodes packages, which were priced at $27,000. But ShaveZ released only 300 subscriptions of nodes, and they are entirely.
I'm going to start having a look at some of these.
It has its own benefits, big, and because of which, as soon as the product was launched, the nodes packages of the blockchain were launched. They are fully sold out.
Anyway,
so as of now, nodes packages are not available, but in a very short time they will again be released.
Anyway,
and the next package value might be of $54,000. So grab it as early as possible, because it's having a lifetime advantage. Then we have our latest product, that is Boomerang, that we have just included in our business suite, and this product is like a cash flow. So if you see all this product that we are having over here, so Code 20 miners, they give you 140 years of mining experience and benefits. We have nodes packages. Nodes packages give you benefit entire as long as the blockchain is live. So you purchase a node package for a single time, and as long as the blockchain is active,
I think it's right now
is gonna give you monthly returns. In fact, it's gonna give you returns on every second.
How about that? I'm just testing my voice.
We already know what potential Boomerang has, and this can be your next cash cow, which is gonna generate you like lots of cash with arbitrage trading. So we have so many products already lined up, and all these
really
products are
tricky, and I don't know what's going on. I use StreamYard.
You can enjoy the benefits of individual products, as well as we have affiliate model through which
just in the last week
take the advantage of
the sound's gone really crazy, which is a shame. So I think I'm right now, but I had to refresh all my browsers, reshare the content, and then turn my mic off and on to fix it. How ridiculous is that? But anyway, I think we're right now.
Advantage as a affiliate model.
Oh, look at this. He's just a machine on these PowerPoints.
So if we speak of We Are All Satoshi,
it's an affiliate model where digital products doing this presentation actually lost a lot of money on Hyperverse, and then he's lost a ton of money on We Are All Satoshi. Now he's trying to redeem his finances by pushing Boomerang down
exclusively available on We Are All Satoshi. You get affiliate benefits, you get referral benefits. We have a binary compensation plan.
No wonder I've got quite a few more people in here than I normally do.
Business volumes are considered to determine your potential income on We Are All
Satoshi. The numbers, aren't they?
So first of all, we have commissions like direct sales, 5% on referring or selling digital subscriptions and licenses. Then we have binary commissions of 10% on matching of business volumes. Then we have ranks and rewards and recognition. We have global pools, which are like monthly salary that is being calculated based on the turnover of the company. So if company is making profit, the global pool incomes, they are gonna be dispersed to you every month.
They have made money by selling
this is all a beautiful ecosystem where digital products are available, and this products give you individual benefit
money
when you start
please reach out to us so we know
mining journey, or using Boomerang for active trading, or maybe buying a node license and getting benefited like for lifetime. Now, we introduced our own blockchain back in October 2023, and it has been like 201 days
for
our blockchain. So Bitcoin Code, the technology, it's our URL, and once you get into the URL, this is our homepage, our blockchain, and you can find the white paper over here. You can see BTC20 doc, and the entire white paper of our blockchain is available on the website itself. You can access the white paper from here, the BTC20 docs, and as you scroll down, you will have some more information on the blockchain. The key components over here are these two tabs. One is Code 20 tab, and the other one is BTC20 Explorer. So this particular first button is going to take you to the mining interface,
so let me know if it's still transferable.
which
is he too hot?
something
Hot
which is
means
something
I'm
like
too
this.
loud.
This is the mining dashboard through
why
which
are
you
you
can access
you know,
your mining
53,
facility,
54,
and you can determine how
54-year-old
much you are
YouTuber,
mining,
that's
or at what capacity you are
pictures.
mining, and you can get all
Oh,
the
and
other
is it
features like
50,
bridge and swap and
61?
everything.
What's
So
the
go 20, when you tap on this button, it takes you to the mining interface.
Let's have a look.
All right. So this is the mining interface. And when you tap on this button, this BTC20 Explorer, so it takes you to our Explorer, to our scanner.
Thank
you. So associated with each
blockchain,
there is a scanner program through which you can access the details on the blockchain, the transactions and the wallets and everything. You can validate and you can verify using the scanner facility which each blockchain is having. So there is you are using Polygon blockchain, so there is a Polygon scanner, right, where you can check the transaction history, where you can check the assets of your wallets, or you can check the transaction.
I think I've got them sus now, haven't I? I'm just going
wallet to which wallet it went through. Right, so we are having our own scanner or the Explorer. So on this Explorer page, you can see the average block time is just 3 seconds. Transactions so far 2.5 million transactions so far, 6.1 million blocks already we have generated, and wallet almost 6.1 million wallets we have created on this blockchain. Now this blockchain, whenever you want to search any transaction on blockchain, there's a search bar over here. You can put any address, specific address,
but
and then you want to check this miner address, so copy the link and you can paste it over here, and you can go through the details of that
we found
address,
that
what it is,
what he's looking at there, this Deppy thing.
So it gives you all the comprehensive details that you require for accessing or for analyzing a blockchain. Then we have this section over here where it's listed as the tokens.
I don't even know what it
so when
was.
you
I can't
tap on this token and you go to all, you have all the tokens that are available on as a smart contracts on our blockchain. So our blockchain is basically decentralized, and it's an open source blockchain. So anybody who want to list their tokens, they can use the resources available on our blockchain, and they can
if he's too quiet,
create or generate tokens from our blockchain. So we have, as of now, USDT, BFuel, Xeon GT1X. These are all the smart contracts and the technical specifications of all these coins and tokens available on our blockchain. So when you want to import any token or coin on MetaMask wallet, you can access this section tokens, go to all, and you have over here all the coins and tokens. So when you tap on any coin or token, it will show you the smart contract address of that particular coin or token. So what you can do is you can copy it from here, and you can choose your MetaMask wallet.
I uploaded a Russian video yesterday.
In that, you can use the import feature.
Just see if I can find that one. That
import token feature. You can paste the smart contracts. Just a second.
Ruby player. Here we go. Might be able to find it.
So import token, you can paste the address and you can press next.
They are all. Oh, you good. Is that the other one, Susie?
You can see USDT over here.
How do you find
and
this
see on your wallet USDT is available.
Yeah, that's it.
In a similar manner, if you want to import BFuel on your MetaMask wallet or any other interface, you can access BFuel from here. You can
maybe I don't know Tron
copy
scans
the
right.
BFuel smart contract address. You can go to MetaMask wallet, import token, paste the smart contract address of BFuel. And in this way you can import BFuel. So this is basically a procedure to import tokens on your MetaMask wallet. So to import any token, for that sake, you require its smart contract address, and for the tokens available on our blockchain, you can access through the scanner, and you can go to the section tokens, and from here you will find all the smart contract addresses. There are different smart contract addresses for USDT. There are different variants. So you must remember the USDT which we want to
that one that you gave me,
which is very important for us.
Is that actually
ending with 787A? You can see the smart contract address. It ends with 7878A. All right. So the smart contract addresses are available on our smart chain. So BTC20 smart chain, this is our own blockchain that ShaveZ introduced back in October 2023. So the URL for this smart chain is bitcoincode.technology. So we have already explained. And if we speak of blockchain, BTC20 blockchain, so our blockchain is basically EVM compliant. You know, I'm using this laptop.
Another company
this laptop is having its own
but you wouldn't
system,
know they're associated.
In a similar manner, all the devices, even the mobiles, have their own operating system. So even to have the basic functionalities of a blockchain, there are operating system of blockchains as well. So EVM is like a operating system.
Not biggie,
you know, so
when you see
if
them
we
using the
speak that,
same
you know, if you mention that our blockchain is EVM
on
compliant, that means this is the latest operating system for our blockchain, and it's called Ethereum virtual machine.
Originally, this was all about
basically, you know,
I believe
it signifies that our blockchain is technology-wise
absolutely amazing
compatible.
when you see a new scam
all the
start up
future projects
and they start using components
they are
from
absolutely
old
going to be on
scams, which
Ethereum virtual machine.
just
So
shows
if we
that they
are
must be using
EVM
the same
compliant,
development
that means we can adapt to many different projects and products on our blockchain. So technology-wise, we are more advanced, you can say, or we are more compatible.
But I'm just going to flip up a screen in a minute just to show you.
Next,
you know,
the TPS.
I mean, I don't think the people that are signing up for Boomerang want to know all the technical stuff, and they don't want to know that they're part of a scam. They're just quite happy.
TPS. That means the
they're just quite happy giving people money.
That is basically the speed
TrashShit
at which
just showed
your
you
blockchain
this
executes
screen
transactions.
here, right?
So Bitcoin process.
And that's what he showed you, and it's got 1.6 wallet addresses. But then if you look at this one, you can see this is another company. Come on. Be naughty. Hold it. So this is another company using exactly the same platform that's been connected. And you see the similarity in this? You know, I mean, same shit, different day, really, isn't it? So I presume that you've now lost all the sound. I'm going to stop sharing. And I'm going to start sharing this again. So sorry about that. You'll just be hearing me at the moment. I'm fully aware of this. Now I'm going to go presentation, share screen. I just learned something really good. And my guess is you should have sound on
far
this
more
now.
better than any other blockchain. You know,
And
if we speak of Polygon is
now,
having a TPS of 65,000.
Probably have a funny screen here.
Check.
Oh, let's look at it.
I suppose
BCTC code was trading
7200. Polygon is 72,000.
Translate on there.
72,000 TPS. So if we speak in terms of speed, our blockchain is still very fast, efficient, and credible in terms of speed. Now the third feature is our gas fees. Gas fees is just less than a cent. Do you know that whenever you transfer USDT ERC20 from any wallet to any other blockchain or any wallet,
you see, it
costs you around $1
find out all about him, where he lives, his phone number, and everything. I can bring up TrashShit right now.
If you're having any system that you need to transfer, you need to execute 10,000 transfers every day. So that's going to cost you $10,000. But if you have a blockchain that charges you less than a cent,
they sit here and lie to you, and you sit here and doubt whether we're helping
transactions,
or
it's going to
he's a scammer.
only $100.
Let's bring up
so you can see the difference.
And
just
on his phone right now,
if you speak in terms of gas fees, our
looks at the
blockchain
phone and
is
sweats like a rapist when he sees the Crypto Ponzi Scheme Avenger's phone
feasible,
number.
or it is more cheaper than compared to any other blockchain. So the gas fees is very low, and that's the beauty of this blockchain. So our blockchain is fast, scalable, secured, decentralized. BTC is its native coin, and its supply is only through mining. So if you are wondering what our blockchain can, what is the scope of our blockchain, so you must understand that we have a very compatible blockchain, and in the near future, as ShaveZ is introducing more and more programs or products on our blockchain, the value of our blockchain is going to increase.
Oh, he's unregistered his phone number.
The utility or the use cases of a blockchain increases, that means all the coins and tokens on our blockchain, even they are gonna increase in value.
I want to laugh.
So if any product is introduced, let us assume that what to assume. We know that the Boomerang's ICO is gonna be listed on our blockchain. So that means anybody who wants to buy Boomerang's token, they will have to pay a gas fee. And the gas fees of any blockchain is paid in its native coin. So if you are transacting on Tron blockchain, you need to pay the gas fees in Trons. If you are accessing Polygon's blockchain, you need to pay gas fees in Polygon Matic. Right. So if you are executing any transactions on our blockchain, BTC20 Smart Chain, then the fees needs to be paid in terms of BTCC. So what will happen eventually, as Boomerang's ICO will launch on our blockchain, the demand of BTCC is actually going to increase. And if the demand increases, that means the price of that coin or token is definitely going to appreciate. So you will see, you will observe that, just in the month of June or July, as the Boomerang's ICO will be launched, BTCC, as of now, which is at like $62.
That means we can shut down all these accounts.
$61, it's gonna reach $100 or maybe $150 just in a few months, as the Boomerang's ICO will be released. So this is very important for you to understand. You are a part of a mining program that is going to give you absolutely remarkable profits in the near
future. If you reported me on WhatsApp,
you will have many instances when BTCC will cross many all-time highs, and at that time you can see you will have so much of upside, in terms of profit. So it's very important for you to understand the essence of our blockchain and the importance of mining BTCC as of now, today. Because you are again missing the same opportunity that you missed back in 2009, or maybe with all the halving events of Bitcoin. At every halving event, Bitcoin crossed its all-time high. So we are on exact roadmap of Bitcoin.
Are you really?
So what Bitcoin has achieved in like 14 years, we might be able to achieve that in 4 years. So you are right now, in front of a beautiful project and a beautiful mining, digital mining facility, and you must take the advantage of it. And we often say that to our teams: if you want to have cash flow, if you want to get really rich really quick, you have a product.
All right, we're done, man. I'm off WhatsApp again. Somebody in here is listening to Danny, and they're fighting Danny. They're fighting Danny, the Crusader.
But in true sense, if you want to create a generational wealth,
report his WhatsApp account. Oh, they must be laughing. And you've won. You've won.
Bitcoin codes, mining
used to do the same.
It's gonna give you lifestyle.
Keith Williams,
it's a 140 years of mining journey.
You're not turning
140 years. That means not just
also last year, someone tried to sue me in the New Zealand High Court for defamation for $3.8 million.
$50
an hour and a half before
that
the
you might purchase
chickened out.
So start your mining journey as soon as possible, because lots many projects are going to be eventually introduced to our blockchain, and eventually you will see BTCC will have its own upsides.
Yeah. And when the judge opened the documents and I showed the judge the scammer,
it is very
I got
important for
awarded
you
my
to
costs
have a decentralized wallet
because of the scammer, because he just opened up the documents and said,
MetaMask, Token Pocket, Trust Wallet. You can choose any
wallet. Now they're still trying to get the money back
with any of
from the
our
scammer
products.
they didn't
all our products are basically
Hey, shut up. I've heard this before. You're friggin' boring.
If you speak of Code 20 miners, that's a decentralized mining. Boomerang, it's a decentralized arbitrage.
I think we do need to show you where
if you
TrashShit
speak
lives.
of nodes, the rewards are directly credited
to
your decentralized wallet.
I don't think
before you begin any, you start with any product, you must understand
and I'm going
the importance of
MetaMask
wallet.
I really should get involved in these scams because it's going to make me rich if I believe this guy.
That is a very
but if you knew the guy's history
tool
and
for
what he's
you
been promoting for years, I'd be very surprised if he's actually ever made any money.
You either purchase a
we don't get any scammers coming out of India, do we?
Boomerang license, whatever you start with, you must always install a new wallet. It is very important. If you are already having a wallet, then please create a sub wallet. You must start fresh never ever use
Richard, you need to get one of these.
Existing
and I've
wallet,
actually got a shortcut. I don't get any money from referring my red flags. If you want a red flag,
any other sub wallet which is already created or used
I do
on any
red
other
F.
project.
Red
And
F on the
as
keyboard,
you
it should pop up.
start using
There's
the
link to go off to AliExpress
wallet,
China,
you must
where these
it's very
companies
important for you to
actually
keep these three details very safe.
all
So
the
first
money
of all, the
globally is going off
wallet
to China.
address.
Just to let you know
Second, the 12-word security passcode, and third, the private key.
See if we can find
Many people have given away their 12 words, and these are basically decentralized
listen to
wallets
this.
which don't
Stop
have
blaming me
any
for hacking into
feature
somebody's
to
account.
reset your wallet. There is no option to access your password through forgotten password section. These are basically Web3 decentralized wallet, and the only security component you are having over here is your 12-word security passcode and your private key. If you give access to this security features, you are basically compromising your wallet.
Wow.
So it is very important for you to keep this safe, so that and it is very also important that you do not import any other token that is not required. There are lots many feature in the MetaMask wallet, like over here you can see all the connected sites through which your MetaMask wallet is connected. So if you find any other website that is not recognized by you, so you can disconnect it from here. Many people have lost their wallets because what they do is they import unnecessary airdrops or tokens that are provided for free, and this airdrops and these tokens are basically having
but it's true. He's got a good point.
Malicious software with which they get
access
to your
I've had my WhatsApp account
and basically
shut right now. I can't ring
that way get access to your wallet.
You're kidding.
So very important for you all. Your wallet is your responsibility, and if you compromise it with that, neither ShaveZ nor any of your upline or sponsor can help you with. All right.
Let's ring him up.
So let me quickly now take you to the mining dApp, and I will help you understand what this entire mining interface looks like and what are the components of this mining interface. So basically over here you can see this is the dashboard. On the left side you have all the menu panel, and you have all the options and features available on our mining interface, mining dashboard. So as I had told you, we are on exact roadmap of Bitcoin. So the supply of our BTCC is also 21 million. Now, how many BTCC are already in supply? We have a fixed supply of 7,200 BTCC every day. Every day. And if you break it down, this comes around 50 BTCC in every 10 minutes. So the supply is fixed, and this supply gets into existence every day using smart contracts. So what ShaveZ did, ShaveZ basically he logged away 21 million coins, 21 million BTCC in a smart contract.
Have to look at it.
And from that smart contract, every day, 7,200 are released in terms of the lesser value, 50 BTCC.
He has to keep an eye on his phone because when it all goes pear-shaped, they don't know.
Go straight away to all the people who have already
use phones
started mining BTCC. So you can start mining BTCC using this mining interface and through the digital NFTs, and that way you claim your own BTCC from the daily supply. So 7,200 are released every day, and they get distributed amongst all the miners who are mining. But which miner will get how many BTCC? It depends on the hash power that which he is or she is mining BTCC.
Where does the revenue
come from? Hash power. If we speak of hash power,
it comes from associated the B fuel, with every
Richard, NFT. There is
because
a
you
hash
need
power.
B fuel to mine.
So depending on which NFT you purchase, you get a limited
and go
hash
and
power,
check out the market
depending
for
on
NFTs,
your hash power,
because you can buy them from as little
your
as
own BTCC
$6,
from the daily supply.
$9.
Hash power are quite similar to the horsepower of a car engine.
Gallery, because that's where it's
the higher the horsepower,
did he
faster
say
your car
miner?
In a similar manner, if you are having good hash power,
keep an eye on what's happening in the chat room.
That hash power.
Notice the guy that was berating me before didn't come in here.
BTCC from the daily supply. So this is how the entire
that's the thing is we get people in here going, you don't know what you're talking about, and then we go, well, if you know what you're talking about, come on stage and tell us why this isn't a scam.
Which miner will get
and
then
we never hear from them
it all
again.
depends on
like
the hash power of that particular miner. So you may purchase a single NFT, or you may purchase multiple NFTs, and the hash power combined of all the NFTs.
He looked at his phone the first time, but I was ringing him on WhatsApp the first time, and then my WhatsApp account goes, "You've been banned."
So you can increase your hash power by buying more NFTs or accumulating.
The good thing about
NFTs.
my WhatsApp account,
so over a period of time, you can do that.
I can now report the
years of mining program.
Me and they'll get
so this is the total supply. This is the circulating supply. Almost 140, almost 1.4 million. Let me just check how many days we have. Past the release of our blockchain. So this is the existing supply. This is almost 1.4 million already are into supply, divided by 7,200 every day. So our blockchain is exactly 202 days old. So we have just crossed 200 days. A couple of days back.
When's
so this is the circulating supply. This is market capital. Depending on the rate of BTCC, this is the market capital we are having as of now.
They put the
BTCC.
You love this,
and
kids.
over here you have this feature to convert this BTCC into
USDT. And that was your security.
So you can do that. You have practical use case of BTCC already in the facility, mining facility.
Sam left the crypto keys
laying on the
table and moved it all from one Volterizer to the other.
Use the swap feature over here.
They alleged they had 100,000 people,
whatever BTCC
and
you have
80,000
already mined, you can
do the math,
sell this BTCC.
And you listen to the marketing budget that they claim they had of $260 million.
So whatever the current price of
should have actually been $114 million in the
USDT. In a simpler manner, if you're having USDT
they claim there's only $4.2 million.
You can swap it to BTCC.
Then they said that they'll be totally transparent. They promise you that they'll do an audit on the Vault Horizon, which no one's ever seen. And then one day, the 9 board of what do they call the board
all right
members?
So
they never
you
got
are already having
practical use case of
BTCC in the app
another scam.
Then you have this section over here where you can buy
Union
fuel.
So
fuel is basically used to determine the cost of mining.
And
so
maybe
the mining facility over here you can see.
But we haven't heard anything about
this
interface
over here. So that
because I looked in the Vault Horizon and found that the Vault Horizon has been empty for a month. There was no money in the Vault Horizon 1, no money in Vault Horizon 2.
There is a cost of mining as well.
To give people peace.
Do you remember when I explained Bitcoin's mining? There was a recurring cost of electricity. There is a cost of internet supply, and the recurring cost of hardware wear and tear that you need to pay upfront. Right. So over here,
don't worry,
you purchase an NFT.
3% dividend.
That's the cost you pay to initiate your mining.
To come out,
but as you start mining, there is a cost associated with the mining as well.
Back offices
so it is, this
on the 20th of every month.
This is what you have claimed from the daily supply.
My money.
But this claim doesn't, isn't free. You need to pay a cost of mining, and that cost of mining
we don't believe there's any money because Gobi,
so associated with each NFT, there is a
liquidate the Vault
cost of
Horizon money. So Gobi to pay back his community for the money that they lost when they invested.
That means this BTCC is yours, but you cannot use it, you cannot transfer it, you cannot sell it in the market because these are not yet harvested.
Maybe 7 days ago,
in order to harvest, you need to pay the fuel,
you need to pay the price in fuel. And if you want to find out what's really happening, go listen to the hour-long private meeting where 35 leaders are in the room,
and eventually, as the liquidity increases, the price of the coin also increases.
This is a scam.
So this is all
at the moment. There's no Boomerang website. Where's that going?
When you start mining BTCC, you claim from the daily supply, but that also incurs a cost of mining
from the Vault
Horizon. When you pay that cost of mining, that basically adds to the liquidity and appreciates the price of the coin overall.
Is the server room
as you
really flooded in Dubai?
As you mine the BTCC,
with a laptop,
eventually,
if
the price appreciates,
so they can
you
get
get
the new
benefit.
platform going.
So this is all, like a cycle
Why didn't they launch
gets completed,
on the
and in a way,
March?
this all has such a beautiful arrangement.
What about the 1st of April, as they claimed they were going to? And they had 1,000 people in the meeting, just like there are
now. This section over here, this is very important for you
and now all of a
understand.
They said that they were going to launch it in stages from the 8th of April
mining
to the 20th of April. They were
statistics
doing
is
a lot of
basically
testing and people could get involved.
listed.
There's been
Let
no
me just
testing
change
done
the
at all.
wallet so that you can. All right.
And
So
then
over here you can
get to
see
the 20th, which was yesterday.
this section basically gives an overview of
And then they said they're going to have to
rewards,
wait
the
to the end of
compensation
business
that is
on
ongoing
the
right now.
20th
That is
before you
50
can see the new
BTC
site.
in every 10 minutes. So over here you
Now
can
it's
see
the
I have like
21st,
21
and
miners
there's
that are
no
mining
Boomerang.
BTCC, claiming from the daily supply.
And now
this is
they have to do
basically the
presentations
cost
talking about
of
the
mining
Bitcoin
in
because they've got
Fuel.
nothing
Now
left to talk
the
about.
price
So
of
they're hanging
Fuel
in there
is fixed
strong,
at
and in ShaveZ we trust.
0.0125
Goodness
forever.
me, really?
This is not going to
Get
change.
me a bucket.
That
Now, what have we
means
got here?
the cost
On
of
webinar.
mining BTCC will always be fixed to you.
Do you
But
see the phone
whatever
numbers
you are
on the
mining
webinar? Ooh, no, I
is
didn't.
a coin, BTCC,
Should we look at his apps?
that will appreciate and
We'll
depreciate.
have a look at what ShaveZ has
So
got on his.
the cost of
Is he a
mining is
Windows
fixed
user
in
or
terms of Fuel
PC? I think it might be
associated
Windows.
with
You won't be
each
able to put a
NFT.
Mac.
But
Because
you're mining
ShaveZ,
an asset
ShaveZ.
which can
Let's have a look.
appreciate.
So what have we
So
got
the
all
cost of
bookmarked?
mining is fixed,
Have a
but
closer
your
look at what
coin,
we've got
it
here. Let's see.
appreciates. And if it really appreciates, you
So
will
he's got his
have
drawing
an
tool,
upside. I will explain
got a
how.
Fox,
So the cost of
WhatsApp
mining is
on the
always
web.
paid in
N,
Fuel.
what's that?
And if we speak
I've
of
seen that logo
Fuel
once
and
before. Might be
determine the
Nike, might
price
be a runner.
in terms of dollars.
Hey, get off my
So
screen.
over here you can see
Show
it's
people your tab. Thank you. Oh yeah, and then it's got is that WeChat?
Fuel. And
what else
multiplying
you
it
got
with
there?
0.0125,
mode.
this
You can't
gives
see
you
us.
the price,
I know that logo.
the net cost
he's
of
got
mining
Grammarly.
in
So
dollars.
there you go. That's,
So
what you have when you're a scammer on there. You have
You can see
Google
over here,
Translator and
this
Grammarly,
is
and then you can translate things
$5,200.
and speak
Fuel,
proper English.
the cost of mining
So
in
he's
terms
got
of
Woz,
Fuel, when you multiply it with 0.0125,
YouTube Studio. He's got his
gives
own
you
YouTube
basically
account.
the cost of mining
Google
in
Translator
dollars.
and
You can see this.
T11 sign-in. Is that
So
his
Fuel
mobile
consumption
network?
net worth in dollars. So
Google
Fuel
Drive.
consumption, Fuel multiplied by 0.015,
Download
it gives you. And basically, this is
YouTube
your
video
personal
download.
hash power. So you are having 21. I'm having 21 miners,
what else we got?
and based on each
Look at these guys,
NFT's hash power, this is the total hash power that I'm having. That is 21,000.
He says, "Does this go full of shit?"
And
This is my brother.
I have so far
This is my brother from Nanalola. Have they all got one eyebrow?
BTCC.
Maybe that's ShaveZ's brother.
Now the net worth of my BTCC as per the current price, it's 54.743 multiplied by the current rate, that is 61.535.
61.
That gives us the mined
We've still got the lady in here.
worth.
Who looks like
as you can see
old
over
hippie
here,
with her dreadlocks.
As you can see
Go to somebody
over
else.
here,
Let's look through some of these people.
Cost of mining. First of
this
all,
guy's a pilot.
How many BTCC I have mined?
We must be able to find him.
So the BTCC I have mined is 55. Let us take that.
Oops.
Let us consider that. And the net worth, the cost of mining.
Oh, cannot move. Continue.
In terms of dollars,
I'm going to find this
we have
guy's name.
determined
Let's
that
see if
is
we can give him a ring.
$5,200,
right? WAL.
The fuel consumption net worth in dollars, 52. That means I have mined each single BTCC at a rate of 5,200 divided by
I'm going to go have a look at this guy's name, and we'll see if we can find him and save him. We'll give him a message. First of all, we'll try Facebook. I'll do this so you can.
Net cost of mining.
Oh, everything's been logged out these days.
It is.
Okay, what have I got in the chat room? I'm going to keep up with that. I think I have Rowan number.
BTCC. So unless and until BTCC reaches a price or a price value of at least 94.54,
we've got a bit of a conversation going on here in the chat room.
Not even recovering the cost of mining.
This is a corporate overview. So, very well said, Richard.
Current rate,
but you know,
of BTCC, that is
okay. What else have we got?
$62. Let us assume, right? Multiplied by 55 BTCC.
Yes, he did. He admitted it was a scam.
62 multiplied by 55.
Boomerang.
So that is $34.
That's why he left. Just said
now the cost of mining was fixed 5,200. Now, depending on the current rate, that is $62.
That means, but I think
I am not even recovering the cost of mining. So if I harvest this 55 and I sell them off at 62,
sorry guys,
the only I'm only
telling
getting
you how much money you're
$3,400.
going to make, and they're not made any money.
So what I can do is I can wait. I can hold this BDCC.
10 nodes
so
with
if this cost of
$27,000
BDCC it increases to
what have we got?
maybe
YouTube
$100.
downloader, same one I use. Oh, right.
Right. So eventually that would be
Avenger.
55.
Oh, that's me. That's me. All right, we're up to speed
5,500.
with
right.
the
So the cost of
out
mining was 5,200.
We'll see if we can find them on
And
Facebook.
now, as the price has
Would you believe
spiked,
I can't access
I
Facebook at the
am
moment?
getting
I've had to clear my
the net
cache.
worth of 5,500. So
get
my
myself on that
upside
again.
is almost $300. But what if in the month of June or July, this Bitcoin, it appreciates?
I presume the sound's sounding okay and everything, and I'm coming across with a
$150,
dominating talker.
maybe. So $150 multiplied by 55, that's gonna give you 8,250.
8,250.
And the cost of mining is fixed. That is
fixed
5,200. So the upside would be 3,000.
No, it won't be. You'll lose all your money.
3,050. So can you see the longer you hold, or the as long as you wait for the right moment or the right price value of BDCC, you are gonna have an upside. I told you initially, I explained, right? Back in 2009, it was $0.009 Bitcoin, and as of today, it's 70,000, more than 70,000 Bitcoin price value Bitcoin, right? In a similar manner, just imagine that, like in 4 years, maybe our BDCC it reaches at the time of its first halving, it reaches $500. So 500 multiplied by 55 BDCC that you are having, 27,500.
Trying to log into my
and the cost of mining is always fixed, 5,200 minus 5,200. So that gives you an upside of $22,000. So it is very, very important for you to start mining and holding this BDCC as much as possible, because eventually what ShaveZ is going to do, ShaveZ is going to introduce many projects on the blockchain, and eventually the price of this coin is going to increase. And the longer you mine more BDCC you will have, and longer you hold,
hackers
you might have a good upside where you will make more profit than the cost of mining.
We're currently looking at 140 million from this organization.
It is although very technical, but I have tried to explain it in as simple language as possible. Now let me show you how do you mine, and
we've been tracking it for a long time. So there's big money that's involved here.
When you go to this section, mine over here, you are having two sections: miners in nodes, this, and miners in wallets. These two sections, they basically determine that your NFTs are either in the mining state or they are unstaked from the nodes. So if you access this section, miners in node, and you find BTC, your NFTs over here, so this NFTs are basically mining BDCC for you. And how do you determine if they are mining or not? So over here you can see this number changes, and this value also keeps on changing every second. You see, it just changed a few seconds back. So this constantly, your NFTs are constantly being charged. So associated with each NFT, there is a cost of mining. Like, $50 NFT is gonna cost you $3 every day. $500 NFT is gonna cost you $30 every day. So if you see, I'm having 21 $50 miner. So my cost of mining every day, it is 21 into $3 every day. So that's $63 every day.
How tricky it is to get.
So if I have plugged in my NFTs, it's gonna cost me every day few dollars, depending on which type of NFT I plugged in. But why I am, I'm even though it's so expensive, why I'm mining? Because every day, the number of miners are gonna increase. And as the number of miners increase, the supply is limited. Just imagine if in this Zoom meeting, if there would have been just 10 people.
Imagine if everyone just gave you money all their life, you'd be rich. Just imagine that. That's going to make it real.
So 7,200 gets distributed only amongst 10 members. So each gets 720 BTCC. Right. What if the number increases to 100? Now the supply is fixed. So everybody gets only 72 BTCC. What if there are 1,000 participants like we are having right now? So this, everybody gets only 7.2 BTCC. Every day, number of miners are getting or starting their mining journey. So the rewards that are being distributed, it becomes lesser and lesser of value. So if you are having an NFT and if your NFT is not mining BTCC, you are making a grave mistake. Because
you're making a mistake.
The cost
not
of
giving these
mining,
guys your money.
Is not,
they're pushing this genius rate because the boomerang
you don't have to give it
is broken.
Depending on
and
your
now they're
budget,
still trying to push stuff down. These guys just don't give it up. It's just disgusting.
In terms of percentage,
we might joke around a bit on him and the Avengers, but we're
so the cost of mining is not to be paid upfront, and for that reason, this mining facility becomes very, very recommendable, and it is very rewarding.
Privacy.
Just imagine that, in the month of July, when I'm having in the month of July, when BTCC price spikes to $150.
We'll open up Facebook
in the month of July. Maybe it crosses $150.
I'm trying to get my Facebook working on my browser so I can
we have David over here, or Grace over here. So what I'll do is I'll ask Grace, please lend me $5,200. I'll manage $5,200 from anywhere. The cost of mining is fixed.
And what I'll do is
I'll harvest this 55 BTCC and I will sell it off at 150, and I will have the net worth of 8,250. So there is an upside of 3,000 and 520 or maybe 5,500. I will return it back to the lender. So over here, the price of or the cost of mining is not to be paid upfront. You can have your own harvesting budget. So depending on your budget, you can harvest anytime. So for that reason, if you are having an NFT and you are not mining BTCC, you are making
so now we can look up this guy, and I've even forgot his name, but we'll try it again.
So over here you can see this NFTs are already mining. What I'll do, I'll first unstake a single NFT. We will note down the number 6265. The NFT number is
hallelujah.
6265.
All right, so let's see if we can save this guy. Is he still in the crowd? Oh, he is. All right, so what we're trying to do, we're on a mission, guys.
You can see
need your help. We need to find this guy on the internet because his name's a wee bit unusual, because he will be thinking this is a great opportunity. So let's go and
0.000289. I had mentioned, right? The transaction fees is less than cent.
Yeah, that's what we need. We need
the unstake fees is 0.000289 over here. So once I confirm this, my NFT will be unstaked from the node, and it will get into my wallet.
Yeah.
So over here you can see we got a confirmation withdraw miner success, and now when you access the dashboard, you will see my NFT.
He's already been saved and he's ran off.
So this is the NFT which I have unstaked.
Are you telling me I just found what I think is
when you buy a NFT package in the We Are All Satoshi, your NFTs are basically automatically minted by the support, and it is practically visible.
I can't use the box.
So when you access your wallet and you connect to the mining dash,
because you will see my name,
see
and then
one over here.
Good try.
That means your NFT has already been minted to your
somebody get
wallet.
Him.
So that way,
somebody
you can see the NFT over here, and you can put this NFT to mining.
Well, maybe
before you put this NFT to mining, you must prepare your MetaMask wallet. So in order to initiate this mining journey, or you want to make any transaction on this BDC20 smart chain, you first need to have BDC20 smart chain on your MetaMask wallet.
And then you get all the
so
names
how do
like
you
that,
install that?
and you just
go to
Control-A, see how they all highlight, and go copy.
Blockchain scanner.
Scan.bitcoincode.technology, and then you go back. That's what's happening using the web browser.
You scroll down
and then
at
I
the
go
bottom,
and open up
and you can see over here
another program
BDC20 smart
does anyone
chain.
ever use
So once you press this, it will ask you
my most go-to program for programming.
It will ask you to
and now I have a whole list
generate
of names
it will ask you to basically authorize the blockchain, and it will ask you to switch the blockchain.
And if I really wanted to,
as you
which I will
install
do, because I do want to
MetaMask
get
wallet,
these names on
basically, by
what you
default,
do,
the
you come along
Ethereum
here.
blockchain is available,
Oops, hold it.
and you will see
Shut
in
up,
tokens there is
and he's trying to
Ethereum
show
coin
people
over
shit.
here.
So you get all this across
So
here,
as you go
and
to
then
the
you go
scanner
Control-A,
page,
and you go copy, and then you put it
and
go back
you
to your
open this,
and then you go page 2.
It will ask you to
they changed it a wee bit.
to add the network, and as well as to switch the network.
And then I get all the people that are in this meeting,
it will automatically
put them in a database.
set your
And then
MetaMask
when
wallet to
people
BDC20
say,
smart
oh,
chain.
such and such was a
And
big,
if you are transacting,
big,
if you are adding your miner to the nodes
promoter
for
of it,
mining,
then I go, oh,
or
see
you
if
are
I've got a
unstaking your
record of his
miner
name in a
for
Zoom meeting.
anything you want to do
hold it.
on our blockchain,
Control-A,
you need BDCC as
Control-A,
gas fees.
copy.
So you must have some BDCCs. Now, where do you avail this BDCC? Because you are just starting to mine BDCC. So where do you get this BDCC initially to add your NFT to miners to mining? So you can get this from your upline, from your sponsor.
So now I've got enough names, right?
They can afford this because the BDCC required is very less. Let me show you how much is the fees to stake your miners to mining. Now, assuming that you have already got this or received this NFTs over here. So in the dashboard, can you see over here, there are only 20 miners, right? Over here, you can see 20 miners.
They can't move.
Now, what we will do, we will
do one more
put
page.
the
unstaked
miner to mining. So you go to the mine section.
All right, so I'll go back to
in this
the list.
You have this section,
list,
miners in
back
wallet. You choose this,
go back here,
and here you can find your NFT.
And
6265, right? That was the number. So over here you can see there is a stake button, and there is an option to connect to node as well. You can use any button, either stake or connect node.
And I'll tell it to remove
I'm assuming that you are already having BDCC to be paid in B fuel. Sorry, as gas fees. Right. So I'm having 0.0931 BDCC already in my wallet.
The real names.
So once I press this stake button,
and that's how I roll.
It
and
will
then I have a
ask
list
me
of people that I
to
can
pay
on
gas fees
Facebook
in BDCC.
see if I can
Now,
save them.
how much BDCC is
Of course,
required
I've
in
got
gas
better things to
fees?
do with my time
That's
trying to save people that don't want to be saved. But every now and again, I get someone who says, "Oh, thank you. I just were about to invest in it."
Note that down as well. So
let's do that.
Gas
the question is, where does
in BDCC
see, I've got a problem with reading. So I have technology here. I can just go like this and make it read.
The question is, where does the dispersion of money come from, if not the ML?
There should not be dollars.
Thank you very much, Richard.
In BDCC.
Thank you for your comment.
So can you see the gas fees required is
all right, so now I'm going to go into ChatGPT.
0.000400912. And assuming that the price of BDCC as of now is $62
do not
multiplied by
0.000400912 separated with
so how much worth of dollar? It's only 2 cents.
That's telling my command
of dollars.
To ChatGPT.
So I think any of your sponsor, any of your upline can afford this. If not, please buy it from them. As it is BDCC, it is at a very low price as of now. Eventually, if the price will increase, you will have you will have appreciative value. So once I confirm this, now my NFT will move from miners in wallet.
We're just going to leave TrashShit for a wee while. This is my list now that I have of people in the Zoom meeting, which I will save, and I will go through them and try to find them. But that's what I had originally. Oops, where has it gone? This is the stupid list I had originally. Isn't that exciting? And now you've lost the meeting, right? That's what you're going to tell me. We're going to remove. We're going to click that button there, and we're going to stop sharing. We're going to do presentation. We're going to share the screen, and we'll go back to TrashShit. Here we go. Boom. See, I'm figuring out how to do it, and you should have sound. If you don't, let me know. But we should have sound again. But now I'll go through that list and I will...
Okay, we will wait for it to pop up. Until then, there are other features on our tab, like to purchase a biofuel, there is a separate section. So in order to purchase biofuel, you will require USDT. You can purchase, you can have, if you have USDT with you, you can buy biofuel and pay your harvesting fees. Then we have this feature of swap, with which you can enter or transfer between coins of the same blockchain. So if you want to sell your BTCC, you can swap it to BTCC to USDT, but BTCC must be available in your wallet. So whatever tokens you are having on your wallet, those tokens or coins,
any questions
you can swap over
if you've got any doubts whether this is real, true, and genuine, please do let us know. As I said, we have a bit of fun here.
Interswap is also option available. Then we have liquidity pools. That's altogether different topics. And
but we are
if you
actually trying to
have an overview of the liquidity available on our blockchain, that's over your overview section. So swap to overview, and from there you can see this is the liquidity available for against BTCC, and this liquidity basically determines the price of our BTCC. So number of coins available against the liquidity, it basically determines the price of the coin. Now we also have one feature, bridge, it's called, and this feature is basically to move an asset from one blockchain to another blockchain. So if you
oh no, I got removed. They found me. How did they find me? Oh dear. Oh well, what I'm doing here now, guys, is I've got all the people's names in the meeting, and yeah, so there you go. So now, can I get back into this meeting? I doubt it very much, but let's have a go anyway. So that's what happens, kids, when you play with these scammers. They don't like you broadcasting their meetings, and they'll be sitting there going, we got him. Isn't that hard case? You've been removed from this meeting by the host. So that's pretty cool. So that's one to you guys. But I did get to broadcast TrashShit's meeting for an hour, and I don't really want to listen to TrashShit as I do. But ironically, because of my setup at the moment, I may actually be able to get straight back into the meeting. So I'm actually just going to see if that's visible or whether I've been banned. So the only way I'm going to really be able to do that properly is either turning on a VPN, which is going to cause a bit of disruption in the live. But I am going to do it for an experiment. And I'm guessing they won't want to block India. So my VPN will be coming from India, which means the bandwidth may be a bit poor for a while. But once I connect, then I'll turn off my VPN, and that will get past their firewall, and then we'll get back to fast stuff. So I'm just going to play around with that first and see if that's possible. So I'm just trying to open up my VPN now, and I'm going to connect to India. To reconnect. Now, hopefully you can hear me okay, but I am now coming to you via a VPN. Now, because I'm in New Zealand, the VPNs are actually a long way away. So that means it's like me going through server after server after server, so it may not be that clear. But I can assume that you guys can all hear me pretty cool at the moment, right? Now, what we need to do is we need to go to my secret bookmark and go to the Zoom meeting. And it says your meeting has launched a Zoom or whatever app meeting. So now I go click and I go join with browser. And we will either be told that we have been banned or we haven't been banned. Now, the fun thing about this is that I was using a hacker's name from Russia as my username. I thought it was a great laugh. So now I'm going to use a new name, and I'm not going to tell you what that is. So I'm just going to go to, because I don't want them to know who I am. So let me go to something else in the meantime. First of all, let me show you TrashShit. TrashShit, this is the information that we have on TrashShit. And this is TrashShit's everything. So we've got his phone number and his social media, his whole 9 yards. And if you go down to location here, whoops, stay there, Danny. Go to here, and we put this into a search engine. I think we can find a map if I've done this right. And this is it here. Is that it? I think that is the one that we've used in the past. I'll know in a minute. It's got cows in the front yard. Yes. So this is actually TrashShit's registered business address. And this is exactly the one. So he probably used to be, so TrashShit, who's talking to you, doing that presentation at the moment, this is where he lives. Now that doesn't look very appealing. So let's go and turn around. And it's just a normal street in India. And I've been to India a couple of times. I know what it's like. And I'm guessing that there is his home address, or that's where his mum lives. And you can see a tuk-tuk driver. And that's the address that his business, his company that he claims he has got a registered business at. So there you go. So that's TrashShit. So it looks like he's doing fantastically well, doesn't it? But that's that story. So I'm just going to try this. I'm going to get myself a new name. I'm actually going to use something from my list. So I'm just going to try that. I probably won't be able to get back in, but sometimes I can. So let's try that. And let's go join, and let's see what happens here. No, it says that I've been removed previously. So that's us done for today. Now, there was an amazing meeting on, and it was by my mate, Rob. Now, Rob he's an upcoming YouTuber. I've been training him for quite a long time, and he's doing bloody well. He's getting more traction in search results than I am. But this meeting here streamed 6 hours ago, and it's got 600 views. So this must be a very well constructed video, and I would like to play it because Rob, and it's gone for 2 hours and 15 minutes. So we probably won't play all of it. But look at that thumbnail. Isn't that a cracker? Get it? But I want to listen to what Rob did to get 600 views, because there must be some great content in here. 75 people left. Oh, really? So there you go. So they've gone through and they're trying to find people. So I won't actually tell you what they've done, because I know what they've done and I don't want to give them ideas. But 75 people have been kicked out of that Zoom meeting because they're trying to find me to stop this being launched. 75 people will not be able to get access. 75 people who, remember, we've got a disgraced judge actually telling us that she never kicks anybody out of the meetings. So what story do you want to believe? That's what I want to tell you. Now, I am going to do something here because I want to have a bit of I'm just going to clean up some of my rubbish, and then I will be back. I want to show you some of the thumbnails of the meetings that we've done lately, because this is actually quite relevant to what we're doing. And I'm just going to remove some rubbish of my, before we delete duplicates. Oh, okay. Delete. Hide. Oh, that's interesting. Sorry, I'm just doing other things. I want to show you some of the history of what we've actually been doing, because it is actually quite exciting when we know. So I'll just bring this up in a second. I just want to make sure. I'm going to show you a couple of things that are quite cool. And this is a little bit off topic, which is not like me, right? Delete one photo. I'm just going to show you my photos. I don't really want to show you everything, but let's have a look. Let's see if I can make this space. So, alrighty. Okay. This might be a bit of I want to show you a photo of me when I was younger, because you want to see my photo of them, right? Don't you? Let's have a look. Window. That one there. Okay, so yesterday my brother gave me a couple of photos from the family album, which was quite nice. I'll just see if I can make that disappear. Nope, that didn't work. So this is actually me and my mother. This is me when I was about 18 years of age, to show you that. This is in the back of a tandem boat. I'm the one on the back. This is my sister and when my stepfather came into our life and we got married. That's me in the suit. It was pretty cute, isn't it? And then we've got me dressed up as a girl. We're in a doll. So we're now to be trender neutral. I'm not trender neutral. My name is Danny. I'm a boy, but I did like dressing up. And, well, I think they dressed me up and forced me into my sister's dress, to be honest. And that's not a real doll. But remember those dolls with the plastic eyes? I used to love them. Then this is why I actually want to do this. So I didn't just want to show you family, but this is actually the terms and conditions of WhatsApp. Now, WhatsApp, just while I was doing this meeting for the second time, has banned my account. So somebody will be having a great laugh going, haha, we're getting the Crypto Ponzi Schemes account removed, and that's all very well. But notice the multi-level marketing part. It says part of their terms and conditions is that you're not allowed to do multi-level marketing. So that means if you've got somebody you're chatting to, you can report their WhatsApp account for multi-level marketing. Now, why it's a real good thing to do that is because every WhatsApp has to have a phone number associated to it. And normally it's also the person's cell phone number. Now, if you're just tuned in, you don't know much about what we're doing here. Today, we had this as our thumbnail, and I think it's bloody good. Arbitrage, do you think I'm stupid? Now, come on, guys. Do you really think that this arbitrage, reporting Andy, that's it, is stupid? And Judge Judy, I watch every single episode of hers, or at least I have for the last couple of years. And when I was a kid, for some reason, I also didn't just dress up with dolls. I also watched that. So I want you to look at some of these. This was yesterday's. I did 2 thumbnails yesterday because I did 2 lives. But here's a catastrophe. Think of the logic of this. ShaveZ is based in Dubai. He's had since, theoretically, going by what they're saying, not what I'm saying, but since the 5th of April when they were meant to launch, they told people that they were going to launch and they were going to do it in segments. They were going to do testing and they're going to do this and this and this. Nothing happened. And all of a sudden it downpoured in Dubai around about the 20th, and they've used the rain in Dubai for the reason they haven't launched Boomerang. Now, in the meantime, people are still going through listening to these presentations that I was just on, and actually still having people sign up for these fake licenses. So if you're not up with the speed, guys, it's not rocket science, but they're asking you to pay $500, $1,000, $5,000, I think, or $3,000, not sure, and $10,000. If you sign up for a $10,000 license, they will give you $50,000. Well, they used to give you $50,000 flash loan money to test the system because it was on beta. And they are literally they've got scripts on their website that we've right-clicked on their website, as simple as it and silly as it may sound, gone into the part of the website, and we can see that they're generating market opportunities. So they're showing you one exchange here and another exchange here, and there's a deficiency in price, and they're saying that they can trade in a millisecond from here to here, and the profit that they make from trading will go back to your MetaMask wallet. So we can see the calculations for each of those in the website code. Since then, the website's been taken off. And then also, Rob, which I'm about to show you his video, also showed that we found the percentages they pay. So if you paid, say if you wanted to trade $100 flash loan money and you picked ARE, we could predict to the exact cent how much they would pay into your MetaMask wallet because it was all in the code. So since then, they've had to really take the website off, I believe. So and then they were going to make one bot that I believe was going to do all the trading, and they're going to take it off the platform so you couldn't see the trading on the blockchain. And then they were going to continue paying people the rewards into their MetaMask wallet. Or I believe they was going to say to people, it all blew up and we can't get it going, so we're going to use one bot to do all the trading, and we're going to pay you guys dividends. The more licenses you hold, the more money you'll get. That's, I believe, their strategy. And that makes a lot of sense to me, and it may do to you as well. That has been reported twice. Yeah, that's great. Now, the other thing is, that might be high tech. Now, the reason they're doing that is because this is exactly the same as Hyperverse. Hyperverse, you would pay $300, and within 600 days, they would pay you back your $900 in rewards or into their token. And then you theoretically could transfer those tokens off the platform and keep them, or be enticed to reinvest and compound your money, because that was wise. Because if you took the money off the platform, they lose. If you keep the money on the platforms, you don't know that you've lost. So the same thing is happening here. So now they're changing it, that instead of giving everyone, so this is the same as Hyperverse. They've just relabeled the things. They've been trying their best to get a product. So when you buy a license, you're buying something, and then that license is giving you something to play with. So it gives you credibility. And let's say you bought a $500 license and you got $1,500 worth of flash loan money, and you put it all down on the table at one go, you would get I saw one guy got $12.36 from his $500 investment. And then wait until we launch, and then we'll release the $150,000 worth of flash loan money that we were going to give you. So then they changed the rules. How many companies can change the rules just like that? Well, this one can. They said that all the money we gave you as a was actually a gift. All the sample money was a gift, and now you've got to use it all up before the 8th of what's this month? April. Because if you can't transfer your gifted flash loan money that you got to play with onto the new platforms that's going to be sporadically released until the 20th. That never happened. So now the 20th's happened, and nothing's happened. So if you go back in a few history, you see these photos. This was just yesterday as well. So this was them saying, well, the was website was offline, and then it came back online, and then it went offline, it went back online. I truly believe that they're just simply doing that because they want you to hold up, I'm just going to get rid of that. Show Explorer view, hide thumbnails, show faces, albums. So they were doing that just to make out they're doing something clever, when I just think it's a waste of time. They're not. Just see if I can get rid of that. No, I can't. Anyway, so that's okay. We can look at that. So now what? And then they woke up yesterday morning. We listened to announcements. They were saying, and I'm going to get Rob to do a better job at this than me. They were actually saying that you need to change or set up your wallet address within WOS ASAP. Now, we've got Avengers in here right now who have been reporting this to the exchanges, and we believe that we got their account removed, one of their accounts removed, and I'm not even sure how to explain that. Where's the link? Bob's going to come in here and explain it, I think. But we believe we were responsible for them having to ask everybody, the 100,000 people that are meant to be in this, to quickly, it's at the top of the chat window. We believe that they were asking everybody to renew their wallet addresses. 100,000 people, it's just ridiculous. It's just bullshit on bullshit and bullshit, and people still signing up for the platform, which is very frustrating. So the WOS network was down. They labeled us as a FUD group. So I've actually set up if you go to WhatsApp, you'll find a FUD group, and it's called Boomerang and We Are All Satoshi FUD. Now, FUD is fear unknown or something or other. I don't know what it means, but basically we're not making up the FUD. We are telling their FUD, their own stories is the FUD, but we're broadcasting it so people can be more aware. So please join the group. The reason my WhatsApp account has been removed is because I found 135 VIP5s that made a shit ton of money on Hyperverse, and I have all the addresses, and I added them all into the FUD group so that we could bleed their brain, which is a bit of a laugh. But anyway, these are some of the thumbnails that I've collected I just downloaded them the other day. That's Judge Grace. Grace has been a publicly reprimanded judge. Judge Zumba is her name. If you search Grace Zumba Eyewitness News, you'll see an eyewitness where she was kicked out of the Law Society, let's say, and she wasn't revoted as a judge because for some reason it's really hard to get rid of judges. She wasn't formally charged, but she had 1,900 cases stripped off her. So we're talking about it being a stick, and these are just some of the things. I call them predators. That word in there is actually predator. Now they go after communities. That's what these are. This is an official in Dubai who does nothing. He has a job. Theoretically, we've given them a ton of information, lots of correspondence. So we've had to go back to our own law enforcement and complain. Because we're in New Zealand and the crime's happening in Dubai, it's very tricky. So then I've gone to the Australian senators. The best thing that we can do or you can do is go to the media. Media need to come to me and they say, what information have you got on this scam? And I can show you what we've got. These are some of the thumbnails of the meetings we had. This is me showing people how to do a half Windsor knot. This is me trying to show people how to do a full Windsor knot and a tie. It's very exciting, I tell you. But, Gobi, Tammy, they've all left. Sam Lee, well, where's he been lately? Well, he went off and started promoting his own ventures, and they were producing a Ponzi scheme a day. And the the story goes that if you want to be a winner with one of Sam Lee's Ponzi schemes, is you get on day 0, you recruit, get your seed money out, and then you worry about getting your 1 times, 3 times, and 10x. And also every project has a start and an end, so they know that these systems. So people who are investing in these systems are actually knowing that they will end. And if you're in We Are All Satoshi, or you're in Boomerang and you know it has an expiry date, then these multi-level marketers are actually working these platforms because they're fully aware that they will stop one day, and they don't care that they're going to stop. Now that thumbnail there was actually quite interesting, because these are the top people: the Prime Minister of Australia, the Police Commissioner, Sect, the guy that runs Sect, and then the other lady's the person that runs the financial, she's the chief financial governance and all this sort of stuff. ShaveZ in prison. We found out things about ShaveZ. This is when we found out that ShaveZ was actually running Hyper One, and you might have heard of Stable Opinion and Stable Deo. Well, he was the chief operation manager for Stable Opinion and Stable Deo, which is actually Sam Lee's company. And if you go back, you would have found out that he was actually running Hyper One, and we've got videos of him doing so. But when he came out and started to save everyone that was in We Are All Satoshi, he claimed he doesn't like in front of the camera, and he was thrown under the bus. And if you listen to the secret recording that we had in the meeting that Lucky recorded the other day, which they were fuming that we got hold of, in there they say that ShaveZ has never been a CEO before, but ShaveZ is the first person who actually says, hey guys, I'm actually, I had my own corporation at the age of 17. He provided tech services to Marble Studios, so he says. He used to work with governments, and this is all before the age of 26. And then the last one is everybody in the world uses AI that his company developed, but of course he couldn't tell us the name of the company because he signed an NDA. So, and then he came along and he started working as the tech guy for Sam Lee. Why would he do that if he's got so much success and ooze? It doesn't make sense at all. It's just all bullshit. They just keep feeding you bullshit. There we go. So they're the Senate, ASIC, police, Prime Minister, and then we've got 5 Australians. We've got George Marcus, Yvonne Henry, Janet Hort, Carl Miller, and Kate Longley. Now, Kate Longley's disappeared at the moment. Anyone know where she is? Please let me know. Carl Miller's still in these Zoom meetings offering technical support because he's the chief, what do you call it? Cheap? He's definitely cheap. Chief officer. What do they call him? He is the chief technical officer for Boomerang and I don't know about We Are Satoshi. Janet, she's an Australian. She's retired on her money she made from Hyperverse. Everyone knows Yvonne Henry. And then we've got what really is a predator is George Marcus. Now, he's gone and moved in with his mother. He's got a jet ski, which is ancient. So his jet ski club, who kicked him out of it, have said, and he's tried to do an insurance claim on his jet ski, and his insurance company wouldn't have a bar of it. Now, if you are his insurance company, you listen to this and you want to know more about that, please contact me. But at the moment, he had lost $400,000 to Hyperverse, and he's gutted. He's been in tears telling people his story, but he was running these meetings with the what we call the Anzac Crypto Whalers Club, but we've actually had them remove all their videos off the internet because we told them that the ATO was going to come around and arrest them. And one day that will happen. It takes about 2 years for these guys to kick them into life. Okay, Susie, what did we say? Let's see. Susie said, saying, I don't think she was listening, but now she's giving some speech about him having masterful training. Oh my God, really? So it's still going, the meeting, obviously. Bob, you want to come in here? Have you got sound, or have you had one of your 5 computers removed? I'm going to keep going through these slides because they're interesting. That was a video I did with, oh my God, Joel, I think it's Jon, I always get it wrong, on how to how to look through these projects and make sure they're secure. This is me going to all the other people on YouTube. These are big guys, CoffeeZilla, we've got Gogi, these are all the big YouTubers that fight scams. And I was asking them for help because I wanted to unite more. But these guys do more the phone scamming, except for CoffeeZilla. And I've actually communicated with most of them. And, Yeah, there's some stories there as well. Now, if you've been told by Roy Kanacha that he reckons he can get your money back and he's just building a database, he's full of shit. Do not trust him. If you look at his history, down the bottom, you can see he's got his arm around Keith Williams. He's got his arm around the guy that started up OneCoin, and he's got his arm around Kalpesh Patel. He's in bed with all of them. He's claiming that he's learnt from his wary ways. And now he's got a petition where he's got people who want to pay him $15 each. He said he's got 20,100 people who want to pay him $15 each so he can do a class action lawsuit against Sam Lee or Ryan Jew. Now, you can't do class action lawsuits to people in Dubai. He doesn't know where the money is. He doesn't know where Sam is. He's just full of shit. However, he has now collected about $7,000 when he should have actually collected $300,000 because of let's just say the Teagle timer pop-up thing has popped, and now he's saying that people are having trouble. People who have been, this is what he said, people that have been scammed with crypto don't know how to pay him the money in crypto, so he has to set up another payment gateway for people. He has been using PayPal, and he is also going to start up a credit card service where he can take credit card payments from people who want to pay him $15 to do a class action lawsuit when you can't do a class action lawsuit. I mean, it's just bullshit on bullshit. Yeah, that would The Guardian. I often do videos on The Guardian when they publish articles exposing, Sam Lee, and they've done 14 articles. Sarah Martin is the reporter. She's done a bloody good job. Genius. Who is it? Rob or the girl? But there is lots of information on the internet. This video was an eye shocker. This is actually Yvonne Henry facilitating a $100,000 investment opportunity using Sam Lee to a couple in Australia. We've reached out to this couple. We've heard nothing back. It's just they must be gutted. But this video was only seen by one person, and I managed to see the address when Yvonne was flicking between screens, and I managed to type it in manually and found this secret video of them facilitating a $102,000 scam, and Sam Lee holding up it was an amazing video. I don't know. I was trying to warn the Indians there, I presume. Sometimes I do videos that just help people in general about internet security and whatever. And that's sort of what I do. This was when they were discussing Hyperverse in the Senate meeting. It was eye-opener. This is Keith Williams, who's passed on the 12th of April 2024. On the left, we have Keith at his prime at another event, and this was on a billboard on his property. He was having a 60th birthday bash. On the right is actually Keith's at his 60th birthday party, saying goodbye to all his friends. That was given to me by his what he called best friend, who worked with him for 20 years in British Telecom, and he told me Keith wasn't a scammer. And he said he really does have stage 4 cancer. I thought it was an exit strategy. And I said, well, I'm sorry, mate. I rang up in the morning and said to him, look, mate, I don't think anyone's going to believe me unless you provide me a photo of Keith Williams. I promised I wouldn't show it to anybody. But when the guy started telling me that Keith deserved to keep the money that he scammed off people, and how could he go about giving it back to people, it made me furious. And just about 6 weeks ago, I started sharing Keith's photo around. I'm a naughty boy. But we lived in a £3 million house. I heard he had a couple of mil in the bank. I heard that he's got a property portfolio. And I also heard from the men in black that Keith had been wiring money offshore and everything he said. So they were actually actively investigating. The men in black told that they had clawed back £1.5 million of money when he went to pay his tax. The men in black also told me that Kalpesh Patel is going to be charged. They also told me before it happened that Sam Lee was going to be charged, and they also told me that Brenda Chunga was brought in for questioning on the 3rd of December. I remember that because that's when my stepfather and my sister passed away, and she was brought in for questioning. She was let out, and then she started trying to entrap Sam Lee. Now, she's admitted her guilt and her involvement in this $1.9 billion scam, and and now she'll probably walk. Now it's that one I couldn't think of. Bidcond is a documentary on Netflix that you want to watch, and there's a guy in there that was in a scam, and he basically helped the men in black with his information, and he basically went to court and walked. And I believe that Brenda Chunga is going to walk. So that's quite an interesting video if you want to watch it. Hire me. If you can actually hire me. If you go to buy me a cup of coffee, BidCon is really brilliant, actually. If you go to buy me a cup of coffee, you can buy me a cup of coffee. That'd be really much appreciated. You'll actually see that I actually have the ability where people can hire me to do, they can do a video with me, and then they can use it on their own YouTube channel. If you want to interview me about anything to do with crypto, please do. Also, if you are thinking about getting involved in a crypto opportunity, you can actually hire me for an express chat, and then I will go through and I'll highlight some of the red flags I see in the opportunity that you're looking at. I will not ever give you a green light to invest in any opportunity, but I'm here to actually help you see some of the red flags that you may not be able to pick up when you're looking at a web page. And I got yesterday's video I did, the one before the one you're watching right now. I actually showed you Ruby Coin and another opportunity, which I believe are genuine opportunities. Now, one of them, Ruby Coin, I've been in their offices. I know they have 90 staff working for them. I met 10 of the staff there. I saw all 3 of their offices. And also I understand the project they're all about, but we can look at their white paper and we can look at things and it looks really legit. And I've seen the people. So, hey, unless the scammer standing right in front of me, they're also in my hometown. So I always like to keep it local. And then Crypto G's showed me one of his opportunities that he believes is real and true and genuine. And we had a look through it yesterday. So go have a look at those 2 opportunities. And that's how these platforms should look. So the point is, if you're looking at some shady one and I look at it within 5 seconds, I can normally look at it and go, hold it, there's red flags here. And you're sitting here with your USDT about to get away, come and hire me, do an express chat. We'll have a quick look at the opportunity and I'll point out some of the things I may see. And the other thing you can do is you can do a podcast with me. So the lady that was claiming her innocence the other day wants to get online with me and be interviewed by me and go live. And she wants to tell me how her scam isn't a scam. And now, since that conversation, she's been on Behind MLM, and it's Get Fit. What are they? Get Fit. Get Fit. What's it called? Fit. It is Get Fit. Get Fit. Multi-level marketing opportunity, which is about what have we got from Richard? Anyway, so we should be a bit faster on the internet now. So then, so these are just some of the thumbnails. I might actually do a whole video on these, but I've actually got 170 here, so I don't want to bore you. But to give you an idea, if I go flick through these, I've certainly got my share of videos that I've done trying to warn people from these scams. And these are just the thumbnails that I downloaded onto my computer so I could show you guys. But there's no shortage of thumbnails. That's the reporter that's been doing a damn good job at the moment. ShaveZ, elephants. No one's talking about the friggin' elephant in the room and the like. But anyway, that's not what I wanted to show you. What I did want to show you is I really want to have a look at Rob's video. I've just had Rod turn up on the stage. So I'll make you come live in a second, mate. But I wanted to actually go to Rob's meeting. I want to see what Rob actually did yesterday to get 600 people to view his videos. So you can see Rob's video there, and we'll refresh that because he just had 16, and I'm just hitting refresh now. And 21 people. That is going off, Rob. That is brilliant. So what we're going to do is we're going to bring Rob up.
Hello, everybody, to the sounds.
Okay, so now we've got Rob there. We're going to make him full size. And what we're going to do, we'll bring Rod onto the stage. G'day, mate. How you doing? We'll turn our volume up a little bit for Rob, and we'll put everything back to where it normally is. Ed, so did you learn anything from the meeting, Rod?
What's that?
Did you learn anything from the previous meeting? How long you been in here for?
I just signed in.
Oh, right. No, they had another training session from TrashShit, and then they removed 75 people from the meeting that had 1,000 people in it, and I was one of the ones that got kicked out, and I can't get back in, so now I've gone off on a tangent. But we're just looking at Rob, who put a video on last night, and it's 6 hours old, and so far it's got 621 views, which is, it's actually 9 hours old, but that's one of his most prolific videos. So you've got you get comments. I'm looking at this here. If we go to Rob's video, try to back us up where we get these one-liners coming in. So we've got a guy here who's sent a message to Rob, who looks like he's actually stolen Mr. Rock, what looks like photo, and he's wrote Rob a message saying, you fool. I mean, so he hasn't even got the terminology right. And Rob's not like me. He's really polite. So I haven't looked at Rob's reply. But if you want to go to Rob's video, he skipped 3 people on a video. He skipped these people in video. I don't know what you're saying, George. What's that say? I'll try to make it.
She skipped 3 PPL on video.
What's that mean? She skipped. Oh, so question. Let me translate that into English for Bob. What you're saying is 3 people had their hands up on the live, and she skipped them. Grace's questions. Oh, yeah, that'd be right. Grace is a bitch. There's no doubt about that. Grace ain't got no friends. But anyway, let's read Rob's reply and see what Rob said. What's that say? Yeah.
Well, please elaborate.
Please elaborate. Oh, you're too kind, Rob. Let's do this one. Let's see. This is Rob's comments on his video last 3 hours ago. Somebody must be.
You must have faith, right? If they weren't good, they would have stopped a long time ago. I believe Boomerang. I believe ShaveZ because we are Satoshi.
Alrighty. So that's a real contradiction in that there. Let me break down how I would answer it. You are an idiot. Okay, you must have faith. No, you don't have to have faith that some scammer will take your money and it will turn out all good. This isn't a religion. This is not a cult. This is a hacker in front of the computer showing you an opportunity that never will eventuate. And if you believe that you just have to have faith, then you're going to lose all your money. Okay, now let's use I don't know how to research scams logic. If they are good, they would have been stopped a long time ago. Well, I'm sorry, but we've been trying to stop them for 2 years. And these guys just keep pushing these Ponzi schemes down your throat. And then once they get caught, they rebrand it, rinse and repeat, and start all over again. So I'm going to show you something just a little bit not relevant, but let's have a look at this screen here. Is it going to work? It's going to work. It's been naughty. Yep, that screen there is a screen where you can actually look up BTCC. And if you look here at this screen, this is the same company using the same software that's meant to be a different entity. And I don't know much about this, to be honest. But when you see stuff like this happening, you just see this is rinse and repeat. So one day it's this color. Oops, one day I need to stop sharing stuff now. I've stuffed up everything. We'll reshare, present screen. This is ever since, so what I was getting, guys, is you come here and it's one thing, and you come there and it's another thing, but it's the same company. This green one is meant to actually be to do with Hcash, and we've found that Hcash has been transferring money into BTCC and was wallets, so that's quite interesting. All right, so I was going to go back to Rob's video here, and so there's the question: if they weren't good, they would have stopped a long time ago. I believe. Is this really about belief? Is this what I believe that Boomerang is real, true, and genuine. And on belief, you think that you are going to be able to do arbitrage trading. Do you really think that you'll be able to find an exchange that has a % difference between, in a millisecond, there's going to be a % difference where their website is going to trade from here to here and you make $1. So we have looked at hundreds of transactions of the arbitrage trading. Now, they are trying to do arbitrage trading because arbitrage trading is when you actually are making a profit. So they are trying to do arbitrage trading, but they're losing every time. So we can see where they use their own wallets to pay the bill that they get from trying, and then they also pay out a reward to the person that tried to make an arbitrage happen. And that figure doesn't even mathematically equate where they got that from. We have seen trades. I've got to actually show you one because this just gets ridiculous. We'll just have a look at TrashShit's house one more time. But I've actually saved one. And this is an arbitrage trade. This is their arbitrage trade, not me. I'm using their terminology. But if you think that you can believe, now listen to this. This is a person that had $10 flash loan money, and they used post tether? So that's a stable coin. They traded. Now down the bottom here, you can see $9.94. And if you go to the line 4, it's $10. So this trade actually lost 6 cents. And they did get fees, but the fees were so minuscule that it didn't actually equate to being $1, but it got close. But look at the payout. That person in that wallet received $91.01. How could that? Do you know why that happened? Was there an exchange that all of a sudden had a bad hair day? No. What happened is they calculate that if somebody uses $10 on post tether to pay out a certain amount, and if they somehow fudge the results, then the system didn't calculate it right. So they have this thing called lucky user, where it tries to make up its own bullshit. And it's obviously made a mistake. Now, all what I just said is actually all backed up with the code on their website, which they have currently removed. So we get these trades. And also we've got a guy called Mark who traded 7 times, and it picked the same amount, the same platform, and received the same payout rate every time. And then Rob has gone into the website and shown you the line of code where it says if you put $122 in and you pick ARE, you're always going to get paid this amount of money. So let's go back to our comment here. I believe in Boomerang. Well, we don't need to believe it. We can actually see the facts and figure out this is, I believe in ShaveZ. What's ShaveZ's last name? So that's all very well, and I can sort of say things like that. But if I showed you a video of ShaveZ actually pushing another sim, would that wake you up? So if we go to my YouTube channel, and you'll see I spend 70 or 80 hours a week doing this. Now, I don't know if you'll hear the sound, but I hope you will. Now, you just go to my YouTube channel and click on videos, and then you'll look at this video here. Now, who's this guy in this video here?
Hyper community. Myself, ShaveZ Anwar, very excited to join HyperOne as Asia Pacific Head Operations.
You guys can hear that.
First of all, I would like to thank HyperOne management for showing trust in me and giving me this responsibility.
So hopefully my sound's working on this video, but this is ShaveZ saying that he is the Chief Operation Manager for Australasia, ShaveZ Anwar. So that's ShaveZ telling you that he's working for HyperOne, which at that time he was hired by Sam Lee to be the tech guy. So I believe in Boomerang. I believe in ShaveZ, who doesn't tell you his last name, but there's a video of him saying his last name was Anwar. And because we're all Satoshi, this is a religious cult chant. So let's see what Rob's reply to that one was. Huh? and as Bob would say, yeah. All right. So now we've got the product isn't finished built. So this is Crypto G. He's one of us.
And the product isn't finished or built, as he said.
Yep. And then we've got some interesting stuff. So let's read Rob's comments.
It's either unbuilt and he's just discovering new things all the time, or he's
Yeah. There's always excuses. That's what Rob's saying.
It's a simpler tool. It's a simple tool.
Yeah. All right. So that's great. So that's basically the comments. Oh no, there's one more. Oh, this one. This is Trading for Life. I think you're in here with the chat room, aren't you?
It's for only checking and confirmation. They're making all of us fool.
Well, they're not making us fools if we don't pay money. So that's quite cool. Okay. So
this will be interesting. Looking forward to trading starting.
Oh, are we looking forward to trading starting? Oh my God, really? Oh my God.
The dulcet sounds of Debbie.
Right now, I don't know we can hear this. So as a rule, I'm going to actually stop the share and re-share it, because then I know my sound will hook on. Ever since I got technical support from Bob and Crypto G, my sound's been a bitch. And I've let it go. I haven't really. I know to fix it now. So we should have Rob there. There's Rob, my mate. Rob is a good mate of mine. He's a Kiwi. He's in Christchurch, the same hometown as me. We get together every now and again. He's got 23 likes. So go and like this video. This video is one that must be good. I have not listened to this. We're going to listen to this together. I might even let it play while I cook myself breakfast. Now, Rod, do you have any words of wisdom, since you're sitting there on the stage, that you'd like to add before we get started?
Not yet, man. Just got back. I
right,
thought you were going to give me a rerun of what happened all today.
Oh, nothing really happened. They just did training, but they couldn't do training with Boomerang because the Boomerang's website down. So they've gone back to showing everyone how good BTCC is, which is just crazy. And then 75 of us got kicked out of the Zoom meeting about an hour in, and we're dead in the water. But I will be back on there at 11 o'clock. But yeah, so let's
Harry and Blondie, how are you all today? So I'm just trying to get my sound levels. So it's been an interesting day. Who thought, put up your hand if you really thought the MVP was going to launch today? That's right. But apparently it's coming. It's coming. So I haven't got all of my slides like I usually have, but we have got a few things that have come in today. And the first one that came in was, please wait for the official announcement for the new Boomerang URL from CEO ShaveZ /Lucky. So does that mean that we've got co-CEOs now? Scammers. Oh, terrible people. Scammers may misuse this opportunity by sending a fake URL to steal or hack your wallet. So stay alert and restrain from clicking any unofficial.
That's a crack up, because if you go to boomerang.trading, you will find the Russians have set up a website where they're offering discounted services that you can buy. I'd hate to think where the money goes if you purchase them, but it's a bit of a shocker.
Official. How would you know if it's official or unofficial? URL or website link. Connecting your wallet to an unknown link, you may lose your assets. Wouldn't like to lose your assets, would you? What else do we got here? So there were quite a few people that were asking quite a few questions, and I hate it when my iPhone goes all wonky donkey. There we go. So one on one of the social media sites, someone said, "So is the MVP launch?"
What was that, mate?
Okay, so everybody's asking pretty much the same question, asking what the limits are. Like, it's been like 5 or 6 questions in a row. Like, haven't you listened to the guy next to you?
Well, they had $150 as the maximum arbitrage trade, and I don't know about you, mate, but if you divide 150 by $3 million worth of flash loan money, you're never going to be able to make any money out of this. You're going to get paid loose change. It's like that wee machine that goes ching, 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 ching.
2.
Yeah.
You know what the top secret website is?
No.
Put app in front of the website.
Oh my God, you're kidding me.
No way.
Oh no. Oh my goodness. So first of all, this is boomerang.trading, right? So now we're going to put app.
It's and app. Where is it?
Trading, and change that to trade. And here we go. First, no. Is it apps or app?
App, right? Or and then what?
I had it in the chat, in the main chat room.
Okay, Boomerang. That's my that's the Russian site. You're not trying to push the Russian site down again?
No, it's in the YouTube chat. I posted it.
No, it's not coming up. Hold up.
It says it's like app dot. You have to have. Oh, the website also doesn't work if you don't have the HTTP / thing in it.
Yeah, with an it. I hope.
Yeah.
Yeah. So this is it .trade or .trading? Sorry, that's funny. But anyway.
Hold on. I also have it on my computer because I started inspecting the code already. So it's app. HTTPS semicolon / app dash boomerang dot tree.
Dash instead of a dot.
Oh, dash. Okay.
Yeah, there's a big difference there. Fucking hell. Oops. Oh my God. So they've got a brand new domain name. So
no, it's not a brand new domain. They just added what was that called? Pre-domain to it.
No, they don't own trade. They've got a brand new domain name because you can't have a domain.
They own the website. Boomerang.trade is their domain. So what they did is they made a.
No, they don't own .trade. They have got a brand new domain name because you cannot have a hyphen in a domain name for a subdomain. So if you have this is a brand new domain name. Yeah, okay. Well, let's go have a look up and see how the domain name is. Let's do a reverse lookup and see when it was registered. And that will fix that answer.
Well, so maybe. I mean, mine used to let me have it.
No, you can't. No. I'm a
Mine
domain
did.
name. That's what I do. You know that.
Well, because my buddy used to have my name at his domain.
No, you can't have a hyphen. You can only have a dot. Otherwise, you can imagine what the scammers would do. Apple hyphen Microsoft hyphen.com, and they'll claim that. Yeah. And now we're looking at 1 second. I'll just get this up.
I got nothing.
Yeah, registered on 420.
Okay, so now
they registered it yesterday.
Yeah. How do you like those apples then? So that domain name is brand new, and Danny is right. I'm not listening to your technical advice anymore. Just saying.
I'm channeling Carl.
Okay, look at this. Okay, so this is their details on the domain name.
Okay, so now you gotta do the I3 method, or W3 Tech, W3Text.com. Okay.
All right, GoDaddy. They're hosting on fucking GoDaddy. Excuse my French. This is exciting stuff, and I just can't control my French.
I'll take this GoDaddy.
Look at this. So it's hosted on GoDaddy.
You want to serve? No, it's hosted on DigitalOcean again.
No, but abuse at GoDaddy. Look.
Web hosting is through digital. The domain is bought through GoDaddy.
Well, GoDaddy shouldn't let them have that domain name, should they? They should get a friggin'...
The DNS is through GoDaddy.
Yeah.
Data center is, I don't know, unknown.
I wonder if it's registered to a DAO. That's going to be the funny
Servers
thing.
in India.
Really? I thought they were operating out of Dubai and they had to move their server plant because of the floods yesterday. What the heck? How do these guys get away with this shit? Do you guys not...
Well, that's why you got to use W3Text.com. Check that out.
W3. Oh, you have to put it in the chat room, mate. You know what I'm like. Well, you're just as bad as me. Oh, but there you go, kids. I mean, really. So...
Yeah, the offices got flooded, right?
Say that again?
I said, according to them, their offices got flooded, right?
Yeah. Well, we got a picture of him in his boat. Oh my goodness! So this is the new DApp. Oh my god! Should I keep my wallet to it, or I'm going to lose all my money?
Do it.
You can't trade though. You can't trade.
Why not? Is it just like a smoke screen?
Yeah, this way. According, I forget, was it the Russian group or the Italian group that said, "Oh, this is so people cool down."
Are you telling me there's a Russian group?
Yeah, we saw that yesterday.
No, yeah. There's like two Russian Telegram groups. I got the admin's phone number.
You can't speak
Russian.
You can't. Are you serious that there's a Russian? There's a Russian.
I sent you. You have to send the Russian call because they're like, who is this guy who has a dog picture in our room?
No. Are you telling me there's a Russian connection? Have you seen that? Have you seen my video? I'll bring it up. Where is my Russian?
Too bad they didn't have Carl Miller and like he would have loved. Oh, I'm speaking Russian, huh? Like, yeah, here's the video, Carl.
Oh, that was funny because Chavez had been translated. But are you telling me there's a Russian connection?
I believe so. Yeah.
Are you sure? Have you looked at the picture on the screen at the moment?
Yep.
It's like Mr. whatever his name is, I forget his name. My partner is actually a bit freaking out because she said, "Don't upset the Russians." I said, "Honey, he's not. I'm not saying he's a scammer. What I'm saying, he's looking at his people scam people, and I'm sure that he'll put a missile in his own country. Or maybe we should have gone to Romania and told them that these scammers need taken out."
Well, here's a funny thing. They're all. You can see that they're all like. At least the Russians were panicking earlier.
Yeah.
They started deleting like sub chat rooms and everything. They were like wiping the rooms.
Well, do you realize it's against their hoo-ha to actually promote these things? Hey, I can't connect my MetaMask wallet. What's the story, man? So what's this Web3 thing? Is this where you look up everything?
Pick a website, my friend.
Hey?
So you put in the website under the site category.
Oh, no. Site category.
It says sites. It says sites on the top.
Oh, I can't see it for looking.
It says website, technologies, reports, API, sites.
Technologies. Clicking on technologies.
Yeah, that's correct because the website's not finished, Josh.
Well, whose website is this? Okay, technologies. So how do I search up a domain name and get its
You
details?
hit sites.
Oh,
sites.
Why don't they just put a big search box there? Okay.
I don't know. All right, this is like look like it was made from like 95 or something.
It's like the hacker network for researching.
No, that's Shodan.
Why don't you
use? I want to find Chavez in a boat in Dubai on camera.
You could go. Okay? So now we've got this brand new website that they've been planning for the last month have just registered their domain name yesterday, when Chavez theoretically server room was flooded and he was in a canoe with a computer trying to update their DNS. So this is the story you want to go with, Chavez? Really? You can't make this shit up. So now we've got the website that let's get this in perspective, guys. 60,000 licenses have been purchased. So Chavez said, the guy that's meant to be running this. That's $30 million worth of investment on the minimum. And now their website, for the $30 million investment that you guys have put in with Chavez, who we trust, has just registered their domain name yesterday. Are you guys shitting me? Okay, so it's got all the technical data.
Yeah, so it's running Linux server. GoDaddy is the DNS. Let's Encrypt, I never heard of as an SSL security certificate. Weak eTag, I never heard of. HTML5.
You can go.
And there's your server. Looking in India.
Let's go to India. We're on the way to India.
And I think that's the traffic. I remember. I never went into the actually clicking the country.
Well, I need to obviously keep this one bookmarked. So Danny's going to bookmark this.
But you can also use it for Woz.network and the other one, the other crazy one, Bitcoin Code Technology.
Tabs. Bookmark this tab. Hold on. And what do we call this? Is edit. I'm going to have a fancy name. We'll give it I'll call it hacker something. I'll make
hacker
a new
201.
Web tools. That might be a better one than hacker. I don't want to be labeled as a hacker just because I try to help Carol. Web tools. You know how I feel gutted that Carol doesn't love me anymore.
She doesn't even go on the webinars anymore.
Oh, I know. We can't help her. It's just not fair. So I think I've bookmarked that. Anyway, so I'm going to do a test here because I'm going to go and look up my website, because my website had a denial server attack for about 5 months, because the guy that's trying to sue me in the New Zealand High Court thought it would be funny to take out my website, because every time he searched for his friggin' name, Stephen McCullough, I owned him on the internet. So he thought I'd stop the bastard, but it didn't. He now has to pay $36,000 of my fees. So this is my website. See, and we're using mine as an example, dehek.com. Activist, Danny de Hek, a.k.a. the Crypto Ponzi Scheme Avenger.
Top 10 million among all websites. Woohoo!
Yeah, top. Yeah, so I've got a popularity. I built on WordPress. Oh my God! Don't ever invest on an investment opportunity where they use WordPress. Just saying. WooCommerce. That's how I take my money off people. Sometimes I also have an independent one. And also, look at this. This is interesting. So if we went to Danny de Hek, right now, this Danny is pointing to a different server. So I'm going to go, and I'm just using this as an example, right? So this is my payment gateway. This is where I get my money from if I want it. And it still comes up with, information about the .com. Oh, it didn't actually work because it's not hosted on WordPress. It's actually hosted on a different server. But
so maybe you can't have the front domain? I don't know. I haven't played around with too much yet. I just kind of used it and then like cross-reference it on a few other sites. It
looks really handy. So it's telling me the script that I use, web servers, Cloudflare, because that's how I stop the friggin' denial server attack. Linux, again, WP Engine is my host. So if you had a problem with my website, you'd go to WP Engine and say, hey, Danny's putting naughty pictures on the internet of Rob picking his nose. You'd complain to WP Engine. Cloudflare, Gmail is a Gmail provider. Isn't that clever? So it's gone through my domain name and knows that Gmail. It looked at my MX records. And figured out where I'm going. I track my traffic with Facebook Pixels, Jetpack. I don't have that on there. I thought I removed that. Jetpack's not a good thing to have on your WordPress website. You can get hacked quite a lot. So that's quite interesting that that's picked up Jetpack because I removed that. Yeah. And Google Analytics, of course. Google Tag Manager. And then my socials, WhatsApp, which has been banned again. It's funny banning my thing. It's funny because somebody's going, I'm going to ban him. That will shut him up. So now this time I've gone back to them and said, can you please investigate the person's account that I'm doing it this time and get it right? So that will get fixed up. And I've had that happen before. And they get their account and then they'll have to get a new cell phone number to use WhatsApp. Yeah, so that's interesting. So we've learned enough about that. So go back to this. They've given us a splash screen that doesn't work. Is that what we're getting? Oh, transaction history, market opportunities. Oh, look, there's no market opportunities. Refresh. Oh, did you see that? Did you see that? That is split second reloading. Boom! Look at that. That's how quick you need to be to do arbitrage trading, ladies and gentlemen. Do it again. You ready? 1, 2, 3. Oh, splits. This is a very fast Indian server. Don't get too excited, kids. Subscriptions. Oh no. Does these work? Pay now. How much do you want to give them? How much money do you want to lose? Enter it in there, guys, and then go pay now. Hope that doesn't work. Doesn't work.
Doesn't work? No.
USDT. Ooh. Okay, $500. Let's pay now. Oops. Something went wrong. Oh, I'm going to buy I want to buy a $10,000 license. Hey, ShaveZ, baby, get this going because Danny de Hek, the Crypto Ponzi Scheme Avenger, has made a mistake and he wants to buy a $10,000 license. You ready? Oh, oops. Okay, that was exciting. Sorry, kids, getting a bit kid. All right, payment history. Oh, you didn't take my money after all. Support. That's a joke. Oh, God, that's great. New ticket. Oh, what can we do here today? Input. Enter transaction hash, if any. Don't need one. Enter, what's that say? Severity type. It's freaking urgent, mate.
2. Enter the severity type. Kindly ref and choose.
So what do you put? L1, L3. Subject. ShaveZ has molested my brother. There we go. That will go good. Enter subscriber detail. My brother was standing in front of the computer and ShaveZ came up from behind him and started doing inappropriate activities. I want him arrested and molested. There we go. Reference URL. Wow, that's not a right science one. http://www.dehek.com. We're after you guys. All right, so let's just make sure I've got my spelling right.
ShaveZ has molested my brother.
Yeah. Hold it. He is only 12 years old. Sad face. There we go. And then we've got the next part.
We should write a robot that keeps auto-filling those in so it has they have 1,000 tickets.
Doing inappropriate activities. I want him arrested and molested.
Right. My brother was standing in front of the computer trying to buy a stick called Boomerang. And ShaveZ came up from behind him. Oh, listen to this. Let's go.
My brother was standing in front of the computer trying to buy a stick called Boomerang, and ShaveZ came up from behind him and started doing inappropriate activities. I want him arrested and molested.
All righty. Let's put in this.
Wait a second.
All right, let's bet that this doesn't work. Hopefully it doesn't work because I might get arrested for slander. Here we go. Submit.
No way.
It doesn't work. And it says, isn't that disgusting? Raise a ticket. That just shows you he's guilty already. Submit. Submit. Shavis, what's happening here, man? The support isn't working. Oh, all right. That's funny. I might take a screenshot of that and give that to Rob. Braided ticket. Rob might like this one. I'll have to give it to him old-fashioned wise. Rob would just about die if he saw me doing this. He doesn't like being in their faces and scamming the bars.
He'd probably change all the words that you typed up.
Well,
yeah, he would
might
actually.
not like me then. Grace was dancing, and everyone's like, "What the hell? You're not answering more questions." So I turned on my camera and gave her the finger.
That's cool. I'm just trying to find Rob. Where's Rob? Now I'm trying to find my desktop. Where's my screen? I've got to send that off to Rob.
Then it takes apart this was so after inspecting his code, if you hit view inspect code, you can see that. Oh, let me do line break.
Oh, I wondered why I haven't heard from Rob, because he'd be going through every line of the code.
Okay, it is CDS Cloudflare. So they're copying code from Cloudflare, huh? Font is awesome. So inspect code and look at all this garbage crap.
They would be, because they watch our videos, they will I don't even know how to actually do this in live. I don't think
that'll be left click on Mac.
I'll just see if I can actually share that screen. That's
source.
Okay, here we go. We're working on it.
Font is awesome. 6.5 is what their font that they're using.
All right, so here we go. So did you follow these market opportunities? Because I think we had to go to console sources. I would be really interested to know whether this is just the same website put back on, which I believe it will have to be.
I forget what there is. It probably is. I mean, they probably just changed the font and
we're going to rebuild it. So now I need to figure out how I'm sure Rob will have an in-depth analysis of that. I think it's actually that one there you have to go into.
Look, they have a loop. They have a loop. I know the loop they're using. Product page LOOPPLE.com. Theme River Dashboard Tailwind. Version 1.0.
I'm not clever enough to get in here. Rob has been going through this website.
The font size is at 75%.
How's that?
Remove the inner paddings in Chrome and Safari on the Mac OS. There must be a little custom coding there.
Where's the one where? Do you remember where? Rob
they took this from GitHub, huh?
What, from open source? What a douche.
Yeah. What have we got?
So, Mr. I code the website. No, see here it is from GitHub.
Well, what we should be able to do is search for the amount of money that the trade amount that they were making. Was that one that he used to always go on about 119.2?
Yeah.
What do we call? I'll just search for Lucky.
Wow, he took two things from GitHub, the CSS and like a fix for the CSS. He couldn't even fix it himself.
So if you wonder what we're doing here, we're actually gone into the code of the website, and Rob, who we were just going to play his video, has gone through this website in the past and actually shown all the code where they generate the fake arbitrage payments. And I'm, unfortunately, even though I might look like I'm intelligent, I can't figure out how to do this. But I have actually searched for Lucky because there was a line of code called Lucky. But random was one that we did a search for. So maybe if I search for random.
Copyrighted 2023. I wonder if it's still in their copyright. They might want to know that.
Yeah. So you can come through and find every image of the website.
Oh, so that's what they're doing. They're using LOOPPLE, template builder for modern websites and dashboards.
Wow.
Drag and drop.
Unsplash. Library.
Yeah, that's how.
Look at this. They're getting their photos. This is from Unsplash.
Yeah, that's the guy that if you look in the meta, when you make the connect the wallet, that's the guy as the default.
Oh wow.
Oh right, so that guy there.
Yep.
Yeah. So what we're trying to do, which Rob was around? Are you around, Rob? Were you still in bed because you're up to 2 o'clock last night? Josh, so chances of launch today? Impossible. They're already 2 days over. Some random name that would be funny. Russian banned crypto. Highly doubtful Russian banned crypto. No good at reading these out. The submit button is inactive. I tried that earlier. Could have just asked instead of putting all that nonsense in, Danny. And she's got a face up on her hand like that. Oh, and we've got Richard who's come back and said this needs to be explained in writing in order to process the IRS. The back office is down and there's no refunds. The blockchain does not lie. Only avatars and scammers. That's Richard's site for information.
Dude, I don't understand why he has in the code Google Maps.
Well, he gets lost every now and again.
He has the Google Maps API. What was that? Yeah, API version 3 in his code. What the hell is that? Like,
I know why. Because he would have used a template, and the template will have a contact us page in it where you insert your Google Map code, and they just haven't taken that out. That's what I reckon. What do you reckon? That's feasible?
Yeah, that's definitely it. Some dairy shop.
Yeah.
Wow. It's going to get even lazier. And then what else? Astrolilith.tailus.io. What's that? Oh. I should mess with the console and start turning stuff on and won't even know. How do buttons work?
I know this. The Russians.
Oh, we have the Arbitrum code. I don't know if you. I don't.
Меня слышно?
Вас слышно, Елена, слышно, говорите.
Все.
Hey, did you see my Telegram videos?
Mate, did I see your Telegram videos? Where do you think I got this video from?
Well, I sent like another 30 over to you.
I know. I was like opening them all going, oh my God, for a minute there, I said, is Shava speaking Russian? Because I thought it was quite a good impersonation, but they just about lip sync him and they talk Russian and mimic what, and I thought, oh my goodness, that was a cracker. But this one I've made a proper video. It's only had 95 views in the last 11 hours, but that's just so we have an archive. But here's the president of Russia listening to his people from Mother Earth try to scam people. He must be a happy man. But he looks like he's actually looking at me. And if you look at his eyes, you look at the way he's looking at me, I bet if he said it to me, he said, why did you not bring this to me sooner? See, and I'm sitting over here going, yeah, I know I'm freaking out. But my partner was freaking out that I put that one online because she said, we'll have the Russians after us now. Like, no, honey, they won't come after us. They don't really care about us here in New Zealand. Do you think I should take it off?
It doesn't work. API doesn't work. Subscription work?
Are you going back to that? Uh-oh, I've lost my connection again. Stop sharing. Ever since you got me to do that thing or whatever, it's not going like it used to, I'm not going to forget it. So what we want Rob to do, Rob, you've got a job today. We want you to go through all the lines of code in this website and have it on my desk by 5 o'clock tonight, New Zealand time, or the end of business hours, as Gracie would say, and tell us what this means. Because we've already found a photo, so we've investigated heavily. However, the website in the past, before they've put the same website, what looks like
this is what WordPress or what is this again?
So Rob has backed up this website prior than them removing it, and he will now be setting them up and lining them in side by side, and he will be trying to figure out what's going on here.
Can you copy this one, Danny? I'll put it on my new website. With that engine.
We just make the wallet addresses go to us instead. Well, that would be easy, wouldn't it? Russia's going to have it done by no time, so we should just race in there and do it first. I reckon what they've done is they would have actually put everything on one line of code to make it really hard for Rob to go through. Do you know what I mean? Like instead of having stuff
listed down.
Yeah, they would just have
you could cheese that, and like depending on how you're viewing it, you could make line wraps and line.
Let's go. Show line. Oh, here we go. Show line labels. Yeah, I don't know. I'm not clever enough. I'm going to waste everyone, but that's interesting. But what I would like to do is I actually would like to listen to Rob.
Ooh, DigitalOcean. They're using DigitalOcean again in the United States. That's what I want to know. Dear DigitalOcean.
Well, you sit there and look at the thing. I'm going to go listen to my mate.
Is that
Rob.
a host?
DigitalOcean? Yeah.
Yeah, they're big. They're massive, aren't they? They're probably one of the biggest, aren't they?
Pretty big. I mean, most people hear about DigitalOcean or Amazon. They're usually typically the big two. Or GoDaddy. Those are the top three, I think. And everybody else is like fighting.
Yeah, Rob's not awake yet. It is 8:30 in the morning. Let's listen to Rob and let's get into him. Let's, as Richard would say, let's go! And as Bob would say,
and
as Rob would say,
wonder if I can do that
tomorrow. What should I communicate to my downline? And another person said, when you say the URL will be distributed to all of us, you mean we can trade? Which I wouldn't have thought about. And the response to that was, we will all receive the URL to check the ceiling and confirm limits. Once all are confirmed, we will resume trading within 12 hours. And then we finally, somewhere on here, gave an official one. So this is from ShaveZ. Hello, everyone. Within the next few hours, each of us, next few hours. I thought we heard almost exactly the same thing last night from Lucky. Hello, everyone. Within the next few hours, each of us will receive the URL to verify the ceiling and confirm limits. Once all ceilings and limits are confirmed, trading will begin within 12 hours of confirmation. Thank you for your patience and apologies for the delay. So that kind of brings us up to date. And there's basically been no talk. In fact, this morning, my time here in Nouvelle-Zélande or New Zealand, there was nothing. There was nothing. There was no chatter. No, nothing. There was a little bit of criticism. And what I found is that, man, there is a really nasty undertone to MLM stuff. No. Basically, if you question anything that's going on, you're negative and you're an enemy and you can piss off and don't come back, and it's not very nice at all. And I've been watching quite a few of it, quite a bit of that go on lately. And it's almost like we don't really care what the truth is. We care that we can have an opportunity to make some money, or maybe keep the hope and the dream alive that we can make some money. So, yeah, that's been rather disappointing, I think. But it will be interesting, because how long is that few hours, and when exactly did that message come out?
About this?
So I thought
there were 1,000 people in the meeting yesterday, and they've all come in. This video is going off for Rob, and he's got 964 subscribers. He said to me that before the end of the week, he's going to have 1,000, which is the goal for any YouTuber. And it's not why we're doing this, but it's just a bit of funnel on the way. But the 1,000 people in these meetings must be so disgruntled. They're now looking around for information, and they're starting to believe that Rob, myself, and the Avengers are true. And this is a scam. So now they're starting to watch our videos. So this is great that we're getting this traction. But we still get people in the chat room going off at us saying that we hope it's going to happen, and we have faith, and you need to have faith in ShaveZ, because in ShaveZ we trust. Why? Why do you want to trust this guy?
Thought what we might do tonight
is security issues ready.
We're not going to have a look at the support meeting. I'll tell you now, because what happened this morning was farcical. They couldn't get the breakout rooms going, or at least that was the story. So Grace goes off for quite a number of minutes, didn't open on time. It was quite a bit late. Couldn't tell you how late. She goes off. She finally comes back and says that we had problems with breakout rooms, and I thought she implied that they were going to open up. Well, they never did. and it went to a kind of a Q&A. But oh my God, some of the questions, you think, seriously, what planet are these people on? I lost count of how many people asked the same thing about trading, and nobody asked why. Nobody asked any decent grunty question at all. And I thought, oh goodness. So we got a new person on here, Veg Recipe. Veg Recipe. I see now it's convert in a big scan. Oh, sorry, I can't read all of your message because that little heart sign goes over part of your message. But great to have you on board. Haven't heard your name before, so fantastic. Remember, it's live. You can stick any comment you like, opinion, clarification, whatever in the chat room. So what we're going to do is we're going to quickly go through a little bit of the flashback, and then we're going to go and have a look. In fact, we might do this first. We're going to go and have a look at ShaveZ.
What'd you say, Bob?
Did that website work for you?
Yeah, it did, but I don't know what I was doing with it. You have to sign up, and you have to.
You don't have to sign up.
What do you do with it?
You hit radar cloudflare.com/scan. You put in the website, it scans the website, and makes a nice little summary. And it'll show you what it looks like on your desktop, what it'll look like on your phone, on your tablet.
All right, so look at the screen. Look at the screen. This one here, you mean?
Hold on.
I've already got a Cloudflare, haven't I? I think I've already got a Cloudflare anyway.
Oh, you have to go back radar/cloudflare.com/scan.
All right. I've got a Cloudflare account, so let's log in there.
You don't have to log into there.
Well, if I log in, I can tag things. You see, we're trying to teach people to tag things and bookmark things. All right, so I'll go back to your look at that. Did you know that? There we go. I'm logged into my own Cloudflare account. $100 a month that cost me US too. The mongrels. So you told me to go to cloudflare.co.com, right? So I've gone there.
Cloudflare.
Oh, can I spell radar? Do I look like somebody that can spell radar? I can't spell for shit, mate. So radar. So let me spell radar. RED.
RADAR. CLOUD. What?
FL Flare. Is it radar flare?
Yes. I actually posted it in the chat. Oh.
Yeah, but you didn't. I clicked on it, and radar. It come up with scan.
It's this. It's Cloudflare. Hold on.
Excuse my French, but just type in the address. You typed in scan, it doesn't exist. So you got to type in radar. So
hold on.
Yeah, radar. I'm looking down here for radar. Now I'm searching for RAD on the website, and it's two references. Here it is, Cloudflare radar. I found it in the bookmark at the bottom. All right. Oh, that's what I've got. Anyway, so now what do? I type in the Boomerang idiot address that you told me wasn't a subdomain, but anyway, I'm going to let that go as well, Danny. I'm not grumpy today. I'm not coming across grumpy today by any chance. Get rid of that.
The URLs.
There we go. I got it now. Don't need you anyway. It's not. Oh, I see. Radar Cloud Scan. Okay, URL scanner. So now I've done that and I pressed enter. Oh, is that the website?
Yeah, I sent you the website in the chat.
Well, you sent me it the first time. It's as long as yes. I don't trust you anymore. That's what I'm trying to say. Okay, let's go here. Let's go back here. Right, we're looking at this. What do we got? We're looking at traffic. It's just giving us a bit of.
You're on the wrong website.
Oh, am I? Is this my own? Is that one there? Scan.
Click the link. I put it in the chat.
It doesn't work.
There you go. Now you got it. Okay.
I typed it in. Okay, so what am I looking at? URL scan.
Now you can type. So now this is cool. So now you can type in whatever website you want. I just used the new website.
Yep.
All right, post it in there.
Yeah. And what do we get? What are we looking at?
Hit scan.
Well, how do I scan it? Like public, scan it. So I'm scanning it.
Yeah. You did the scan button.
Well, it's got public, unlisted. So public.
Public.
All right. Remember, you're dealing with a child here.
Let it go. Watch this. Check this out.
Okay. This is really hacker stuff. We are hackers, man. Hackerville. Robbie, you'll just have to wait in the background. I'll just make sure he's on pause because we don't want to
miss level 1 like recon right here.
Why that scanning? Look at Rob's face. It looks like he's about to say F word. Does that look like an F word? F. Was that just him shutting his mouth? Look, he's pixelated. Look, let's look a close up on Rob. Hello, Rob. And I have a feeling it might be Richard's birthday because it says, "It's my birthday in the future, mate." How does that work? Oh, so it's his birthday today.
No way.
Yeah, happy birthday.
They're not using Coinbase, are they? Oh, I would love to call Coinbase.
Trying to keep Bob focused is pretty hard. Keeping me focused is even harder. So we're looking back at this now. And we found the website.
So that's what it looks like on a desktop. You can use this for your website too. And then if you click the next little button over, it'll show you what it looks at a tablet. See the little box? Yeah.
Oh,
so
I see.
Mobile. That's what it looks like on your phone.
Does work on mobile.
Yep. That's what it looks like on your tablet. So
we call them iPads, mate.
Tablet.
Somebody did give me a tablet just yesterday. So I'm going to have a play with that and see if I like
there's 20 pieces of their code. They're JavaScript. 32. They have 32 images, 4 different fonts. I don't know why you use 4 different fonts. That's weird. Just use the same font.
It's for the wow factor.
Yeah, awesomefonts.com. That's what they're using. You have to go to the right.
To the right. I've gone to security because that's the part that I'd be more.
Oh, one risk found. There's your security risk right there. What is it?
Down the bottom here.
Upload. Oh, you got to take the videos from Google, huh?
How do you find that?
Uploads that video, that Google certificate.
New. Oh, they're embedding videos. Is that would be quite normal, though, wouldn't it?
No, I think they're linking it to a Google account with the videos.
All right. So what you're saying is I could theoretically go back to the scan thing and put my website in here, right?
Yeah.
And then scan it and let's see, it won't tell it scam.
What's really interesting is when you hit DOM, like, I mean, you could hit cookies and it'll show you, walletlink.org. Why is it linking to walletlink.org?
So at the moment, I'm now scanning dehek.com. Oh, it's going to take ages, so we'll go back to that. Do that later.
But you can see technology, and it'll show you all the framework they're using. So you, as a webmaster, will understand all this.
Well,
You'll see.
Oh yeah. Okay, so that's pretty basic stuff, though.
Yep.
So Google Maps, like you said earlier on. What's Umba? That's
the source operating system on Linux for the enterprise server, desktop, cloud, and IAD.
All right, so it helps you along the way.
React is an open source JavaScript library for building user interfaces or UI components.
So now what, that's the quick summary part. And then when you hit network, this is what the real true webmasters understand.
So
and posting. And posting.
What I'm getting at is that code that Rob found. Is there any way of searching and finding bits of code in the website from this? Because that would be quite neat, wouldn't it? To be able to find.
What do you do on this one?
Actually, the other thing. So here's my website, right? And we're going to go look at security. And I've got no classification, no risks. So it says, so I'm all good to go. I've got cookies that I didn't even know I had. But it's probably from my ISP, I don't know. And then I'm using Facebook, WordPress, Cloudflare, whatever. We've got quite a bit of shit on my website, haven't I? Even I don't know what's on my own website. Maybe ShaveZ doesn't know. But everything here, I've got fonts coming from another source. But basically my website looks like it's self-contained within itself, rather than if you go back to their shit website and look at
they're getting fonts from Google, they're getting something from astrolilith.tailist.io, and of course the Google Maps. And that's why it takes forever to load.
Be interesting to see if they're pulling any data from other sources that they control, but they don't seem to be.
Google iconlibrary.com. And their AI icon is from Icon Library.
Yeah, which would be quite
that little guy with the little helmet.
They would have had to make their own icons otherwise, wouldn't they?
No. Yeah, that's too hard to make a little robot guy.
So wish we could find out what happened to the other domain name, because there's a reason why this domain name is new. And if we went and let's say we go back to search and scan.
Boomerang, I bet they're trying to throw off they're trying to throw off the the Australian government, because Money Smart is on that blacklist.
Yeah, so now we'll search the old domain name and see whether it's been flagged by any government departments or something. It says it's unlisted DNA.
So I would go back to Sarah Martin, like, oh yeah, by the way, they just changed their domain to this, and get Money Smart. I bet you they'll buy a new domain again.
Yeah. So, and then, I know what we should be doing. You know what we should be doing? We should be looking up WOZ, because then we'll see similarities between the websites, which shows that it's the same organization. That's the truth of the matter. Now, do you own your domain names? Because I heard that you might have purchased a lot of domain names to stop them from getting the good ones.
Yeah, so that's why they had to buy that's why they had to buy Woz.network, because I bought all the other ones.
Yeah. Take that, you mongrels. Okay, we're going to comment in the front room.
If anybody would like to send me a picture, to put on we are all Satoshi.lol.
Rob's out of bed. Rob's in the chat room.
I'm out of here.
Yeah, it's like, yeah. We're just looking at the website, Rob, and you'd be interested to know. Lots of that stuff.
Here's the kicker one, right? So you go to DOM, and there's some reason they're using, is it the DOM one? I'm looking at, there's code to Coinbase wallet providers.
Oh, there's an announcement from Rob. It's the same website. Rob, can you tell me where to click on the website so I can have a look? I'm just looking up the WOZ website and seeing whether it's got the same network.
Yeah, see, that was a little different. They use a Lightbox.
It's not having a conversation with you just talking over me, isn't it?
Hey? Wait, hold on.
It's just talk over me. Just like I start talking, you start talking, and we both talk together at the same time. It's very fucking hard.
What?
All right, carry on. Go, Bob.
A. I never heard of that type.
It is. It's where Alcohol Anonymous people go. AA. Okay, so we're looking at the back-end code of WOZ. Now, Rob's just come in here and he said it's the same website. Now, Rob, I need your help here, mate, because I've got to shop.
Do you think they just copied their website code?
I think they just cloned it
onto a different server.
See, Bob, there you go again. You just overtalk people. You've got to learn to pause and listen.
I'm channeling Richard.
Rod, what were you saying before Bob overtalked you?
I was just saying, because it's on a different host or a different server, wouldn't you think, because they're on a different website now, don't you think they just copied all their code and literally just went on a different host or a different server and just literally copy and paste?
They would have they wouldn't have copy and paste. They would have just downloaded the whole website and uploaded it to a new server and put edited a bit of CS. That's all.
Yeah, which is what, like 5 minutes? Change color.
They've got 4 different fonts. That's not really plausible. 4 different.
I don't know how you use 4 different fonts. That's weird.
But that's irrelevant, really. That doesn't really matter what fonts they've used.
That's why their site's also so, because whenever you're pulling data, especially if you're not paying for a top of line server, it's gonna lag. Every trend, once you get more than 3 people on your website, back in the day, you had only 10 visitors, you might be able to get away with it. But if you have 100,000, like Chavez says, your thing's going to be slow as crap.
Yes. Rob, where did you used to go? I'm just wondering if they've got the code still on there. If you can,
I'm looking for the hidden stuff on the website right now. See if I can find it, like the admin panel.
What I'm trying to find out, Rob says, is the same website, so that's not rocket science, but what I'm trying to find is where he used to find the code. So I want to know whether they've still got the market opportunities in the website. Is that true, Rob?
Well, there's a link for it, so probably.
Yeah, but you know what I mean? Like, so Rob was showing people that you can basically go in and see the predicted.
Are you talking about the code that was already on the website? Okay.
Yes, well, we've proven that the website is creating the market. It's in Chrome, Rob.
Yeah, I bet they probably like.
Yeah, so we've proven that it's on the website, and I'm in Chrome, Rob. And do I click on sources, overrides? Do I click on network? Which one do I click on? Inspect. I've done that, Rob. I've got the friggin' screen open. It's in expect mode. Fucking hell, mate. And I'm using fucking Chrome, and I've cleared my cache.
Oh, console. Here we go. Error mentioned data. Wow, they did this with nothing.
Jesus. I think he wants to do this one himself.
Generating pairs. There's that same freaking code.
Now you're talking. Right, so now we're... Shut up, Bob. I have to put you on mute. Sources. I'm in sources. All right, now he's going to give me... Look at him. He's helping me out now. Sources? What sort of sources? Tomato
I can
sources?
duplicate this webpage. Should we duplicate it?
Well, Rob's already got a copy of it. This is Rob's baby. What I'm trying to figure out, and I'm sure Rob's having a wee look now. He's probably laying in bed still because it is Monday morning and it's quite early, and Rob was up to 2 o'clock doing his live. Your live has gone off. I was actually pinching it and playing it a minute ago, and I'm going to play it a wee bit more of it because it was brilliant. But now where do I go? Static. Okay, so we're looking for that.
Reverse engineer the Google account it's coming from, because then we know it's Chavez's Google account.
I can't see that code in there, Rob, at the moment. I'm trying to find it. Download.
Who did this?
I'm looking for a static.
Vietnamese.
Shut up, Bob. Friggin' heck. Jesus Christ.
What is this?
I don't want to get Judge Judy onto you, mate. Classified. Static code. I can't see it for looking. Where they have hid that? Static code. Static code. Okay, so scripts, content. What did you say? You go to sources. Rob, study this website. Static code. No, can't. Oh, hold up. What about the year? Static code. No. Maybe they're taking it out, Rob. Maybe they have taken it out. Maybe they thought we're going to hide it from Rob. We don't want Rob to see it.
I just linked it somewhere else into another.
Well,
come on. Let's think about it. Chavez is lazy.
So we go to the static code. Where did we go? We went Chrome. Yes, I'm in Chrome. Right click. Yes, I did that. Click on sources. Yes, I did that. Now he's got smiley glasses with love hearts on them.
Delete database.
And he's crying and he says click on static. Record it.
I hope that really didn't work. Otherwise, I just deleted their whole database.
What? I'm trying to find the static code. I can't see it. Maybe they've decided that we're not going to give Rob. We're going to give Rob a 2-week task, and he can go through and find static code. Here we go. What about this one? Oh, here we go. Here we go. I think. Yeah, I've got it. Right. I think I've got it. Static. Here we go. Static code. Okay.
Oh, here's the script.
Look at Rob. How did you find this, Rob, originally? Okay, so now we need to go into static. JS. I don't know if it's JS, but I have got static.
Yes.
All right.
Oh, so now another lifted code. Who's Robert Kiefer?
We did find a email address and a username and a password within the code at one stage, which was kind of a bit
Robert at brofa.com. Who's that?
Here we go. Opportunities. Boom. I think I found it. I found it, Rob. I don't need you now. Okay, so here is the market opportunities, and it's still 1.3. So in the website code of, now I have to somehow remember how to find this again. I'm going to do screenshots. So you can see the opportunities, right?
Mm-hmm.
These are the opportunities where if they pop up, and it says, are they to whatever it's called? I can't even say it.
Yep.
Yep. And here's the market opportunities from 1 point up to 1.3. And now what Bob has too much here grows into his brain. Bob has too much here.
Who had that?
In his brain. Laugh out loud. Rob's obviously, but that's cool. So there's the market opportunities, right? Now, what was the one where we, there was one line of code where it would work out the percentages. So I presume there's another one in here that says percentages. Now, you'd be interested in seeing this, wouldn't you, Rob? Because I don't know if you've actually seen this. But obviously, this is where it pops up and gives people... Remember, they used to have the website loading, and it took 30 seconds to load because it was going away and working out the percentages. Well, here's all the code that does that in the website itself.
Now, we could really mess with them if we contact some of these free things and have them change the URL that they're grabbing the code from.
Well, yeah, I'm sure.
The whole website will crash and will not work at all.
So all I can do is look through here and look. I'm sure we find other things.
Yeah, like Brufa.com. What the hell is Brufa.com?
I know, but I'm just going to move that over a wee bit. Hopefully that doesn't, and I'm going to move that over a wee bit.
.com. What is that?
Raise a ticket.
On.
I'm just going to go through.
It is still on.
Remove whitelist. Now look at this.
Wow, this is like the 1990, this website.
Look at this, Bob. This code has got beta.boomerang.trade in it. I mean, the domain name doesn't work. So this code is copied.
Right. It's definitely copied. Otherwise, you would have changed that. You wouldn't even have that in there.
Right. Well, new thing. It's just bullshit because you wouldn't have a domain name that's been.
Whoa. Are those the contract addresses?
Will you read that?
Go up. Yeah. Ether's contract 0.
What contract? What are you reading?
Oh, role contract.
Okay.
You have to have the contract address somewhere.
Admin. Let's just go flipping through this quick. But what?
Remove from the whitelist. You should delete that. You should
search this. So if I search for a trade amount, I'll be able to find.
I like the JavaScript called remove whitelist.
JavaScript admin.
You see, it says remove whitelist.js.
Remove RRAB. Remove whitelist. Okay. Yep.
That's how they remove the people.
But not anymore, because that domain name they're telling people to remove from is.
There's the controller.
Oh dear.
Hey, look, beta.boomerang.trade port 3086. What does that link to? Beta.boomerang.trade port.
Well, wouldn't you be able to bring that 86. Up anyway? Oh, you.
That links to. It doesn't have it running.
That's crazy, man. Anyway.
All copied code. That's what I'm saying. What's AppSpot? You see AppSpot?
AppSpot.
Yeah,
this
go
one,
up.
That one there. That was I think this one might have been the line of code. We just need to look down here until we see a big line, a straight code.
AppSpot. What's AppSpot?
What's Crypto Compare. What the hell's that? Crypto Compare. I haven't seen that one before. I should have looked through this ages ago. So it's Crypto Compare. Wonder if that's something to do with them, because that's an API. What service is that? I'm going to bring that into a web browser.
Decompile the whole thing.
Yeah.
Here's Boomerang 4.0, everybody. Deposit with us.
Just found my mate here. I think that's that guy I was trying to find before. Yeah. Okay, I'm going to go to that. What's this then? Because that was in there. Compare crypto. Price. Oh my God, this is so it brings up random shit.
Wait. Are they taking somebody else
in their code that brings up?
I don't like. It's either they're copying someone's code or they're paying for like a premium like trading bot at like X, and they're charging way more for the license. I still think it's fake though, because they're.
Don't you say things like that. I still think it's fake though. That just creates doubt. This is fake. They're fudging the results.
I don't get why they link to a real API though. Then it makes no sense. Why would you even go that far? Like
Well, I don't think this was. I'd be interested to line these up with what you've got, Rob, if you can bring them up. Because it'd be interesting, because Rob's downloaded this whole website, and obviously you can go through here.
And then you can just run AI and say compare code.
That's right. Yeah, that's exactly right. So yeah, so there's obviously lines and lines of code for us to sit here and have a look at. So there's an AI script. So what's that one do then? So let's have a look at that. I can't see anything. So if you wanted to be really clever, you know, this whole script that you're looking at here, you literally go like this and copy it. And you go off to my new friend on Facebook. You go to ChatGPT and you try to go, you know.
What does this do?
What does this code do? What does this code do? Question mark. And if it's not too much code, it will come back and read it all, and it probably is too much code. And it says this code. Ugh.
This code appears to be a React component named ARE. Let's break down what it does. It imports various dependencies from React and other libraries. It sets up state variables using the useState hook to manage the selected network, tokens, options, amount, and wallet address. It defines several functions for handling changes in selected options and amounts, fetching data, and refreshing the page. It uses the useEffect hook to execute code after the component is mounted, such as fetching tokens, event listeners.
Yeah.
It renders a UI with 2 drop-down selects for tokens and networks, buttons for selecting amounts, and a confirm button for triggering the fetch data function.
Goodness me.
It uses conditional rendering based on the selected options and amounts to display elements differently. It contains some CSS styling and images for the UI elements.
Really?
Hey, so I wonder if you could change.
This get crazy. It's too big. That
pull the database from your computer, also, because if so, you can make it like you said 300%. I'll just
I reckon you could. I think you could literally go. Rob, how you doing, mate?
You do a database inject, make your profit way higher.
Yeah. So I believe that this code will be far too big, but I'm just going to use half of it. Hello, Robert. Speak. Robert.
If you go to main, it'll be interesting to see whether the that large line is in there for the payouts. I haven't checked it yet.
Where do you go, main?
Well, I think it was in main. So if you have a look at all the list of files where you found opportunities and dashboard and stuff.
Thank you. Main. Doesn't look like main's there. Oh, here it is. It's got a code there. Yep.
Yeah. So if you hit Control F in there somewhere.
Control F.
Yep.
Maybe Command F. Yep. Find. Yep.
Yep. And hit 888.
Oh, it says like the devil's number. Yep.
How many results?
Good point. How many? 107.
Oh, okay. Remove that then. Try 1.2777.
I knew that was one of the numbers of nothing.
None.
1.2. No.
Oh, okay. Interesting.
Oh, hold on. There's a line of code here, mate. What's that line of code? We've got these lines of.
Oh wait, what is that? 3.60. Is that the profit?
Hold it. Let's do a variable. Let's chuck that into ChatGPT, shall we?
What?
Well, there's a whole lot of. I reckon we can.
Yeah. You won't get anything out of it, I don't think.
All right. Trying to be clever like you have been. What?
Yeah. If you point, I'm just trying to remember what those recurring numbers were, but is there no 1.2?
Hold it. I'll go back. Sorry. Was it 1.2? Yep. There's that so far. 7. Yep, we found them. There you go.
Ratmatic and Sands.
Look at this.
Oh, well, there you go.
It's exactly the same website. How ridiculous is this? So there you go. So this is the code that basically changed the world, but for arbitrage trading. But here you can see here, this is the mathematical equations. So you've got, I'm looking for ARE or something, but each one of these codes.
Yep, there's the percentages. Yep, and it calculates the percentages right there.
Yep. So if somebody was to, I should have stayed where I was, to be honest. What I'll do is I'll go back to where it was. There it is, because it actually the name of the exchange. What were you doing on your live last night, Rob? Whatever you did, there it is. Sam Matic, right? Minimum is $1. So remember they changed it when people were doing trades for 0, 0, 0, 33, 54, 50, whatever, because they didn't have a mathematical equation to calculate the results.
Yeah.
And people that were bidding for 0. We're actually getting paid like $900, $1,500. And then they said that from now on, no one's allowed to bid less than $10 because they didn't have a mathematical equation to handle all the zero. Is that probably a feasible statement?
No, I think they did have a mathematical. Well, I'm only taking a guess here, okay, just in case we don't want to mislead anybody. I think they did have a mathematical equation, which meant that the larger amount that you traded with, proportionately the payout got lower, and the smaller amount, the payout proportionally got larger. But I think there are possibly a few a calculation, not errors, but outliers. And that could explain that, but who knows? But just to clarify what you're looking at, and what we were looking at on the original site as well, just because it's in the code doesn't necessarily mean it's being used. So that's the key thing to remember.
Always create doubt, Rob. It's been used, they're scamming you. I just searched back for Wapmatic, and I'm noticing that there's 58 results. And as I go up and down, you can see that the minimum, see that they've gone up to the max 5,000. So this was probably why you're not seeing
here's what we can do. If we really want to,
just keep talking over me, Bob. It's fine.
It's Rob. It's Rob who's talking over you. Rod, you could we could figure out, make a chart, and then we could have you say, to your mate who believes it, like, go trade this pair for this amount.
We've done that. Bob's
to Rod, Rod, to his buddy who doesn't believe it's a scam.
Yeah.
And then it's like, here's what the profit will be.
Yeah, but he's too busy buying packages because it's going to be released. So what I've done there, Rob, which I don't know if you've done that before, I've just searched for the phrase Wapmatic. And obviously you find there's 58 results. But this would also, in my opinion, bring up the other bits of the code that are doing things. So if you look here, I can see
BTC has nothing in it.
You finished, Bob? Finished now? Inside voice? Outside voice? Okay. I can see they're using an API with cryptocompare.com. And I can only assume that they're actually using an API service to generate some form of data that looks legitimate. But I don't know if you've seen that one before, Rob.
That's the key code. You should put that on your website and see what it generates.
Well, I have. I just did it before. It's there.
No, on your
remember it was trading. Like this is the whole thing. It was trading. Like it did do transactions that swapped assets around, which means presumably.
Yep, there's the swaps. Bakery swap. He even built the swaps in it.
Bob, whenever you like, Bob. It's fine.
Remember, because Crypto G called him out because he was using Paraswap.
Yep. So if you are listening to this, because we've got a few people in the chat room who will probably be in disbelief, we aren't denying the fact that it's doing some form of trading. We can see it using real flash loan money to do the trades. But when we've looked at the lines of code, and we've looked at quite a few, we can see that every time they do a trade, it is actually losing money. We've also found another address which will actually show you the wallet that they're using to actually top up where they make the losses. And that will make the transaction happen. And then we also have actually seen them the money that the trade is generating has been paid by the wallet that I'm bringing up on the screen at the moment, which isn't bringing it up because it's so here's the wallet that they're using, and they're keeping these wallets. Normally you'll find about no more than $15,000 in here.
Now hold on for a minute. That wallet that you're having a look at, and you got to remember, I'm on a mobile, so I can't actually see your screen.
Yep.
Is that the old one, that they were using?
And I'm talking about the past, not the future.
Yeah. Is that the OX33?
Yes, it is.
Yeah. So I think each time that they've changed the smart contract, they've changed the wallet.
They would probably have to, because you can't change smart contracts. And we've had version 2, 3, and 4, and we think we've already discovered 5. But this was 4, and this wallet was being used to top up the losing trades on each exchange. So if somebody picked Rapmatic, and what we found is when this Rapmatic wallet wasn't kept full, then people who were trading for Rapmatic would get an error message, even though they were led to believe they were doing arbitrage trading on Rapmatic themselves because they had a license to do so. So after we went in and we did this,
there were no cookies in the cookie jar. No one got cookies.
Yeah, and if you asked Siri, if the Cookie Monster, what's that thing? What is 0 divided by 0? Siri will tell you that the Cookie Monster has eaten all the cookies, but something like that. But
I wouldn't go 0 divided by 0, because that, I think, is infinity or something, isn't it?
Yeah.
0.
Okay, so now we're just doing this for these people who may have not seen this before and might be in disbelief. And this is open public source code. Anybody can come along and do what we're doing right now. And I'm not an expert, but you don't need to be an expert to see that fudging the results. So what I'm doing here is I'm coming through here and I'm looking for a historical trade that they've done in the past where that somebody thinks they've done proper arbitrage trading. And I'm going to show you one here. So this is where they have paid $25 out of this account to make the transaction go through. So let's go and have a look at the transaction. And this is what alleged to be a real arbitrage trade. And it's a few days ago, but you can see a typical trade. Now, looking at the website code that we've just pinged back here, we have found that we could actually literally predict. Here's the percentages. If somebody was using Rapmatic and they were bidding between, 25, they're going to get paid out between this percentage and blah, blah, blah. I'm not going to go down that rabbit hole. But this person here bidded they traded $100 with Deo, something stable, whatever coin. The fourth line down here shows a lesser amount than the third line. That means they actually lost $1.30. They had to pay some sort of transaction fee of 3 cents. And if you added up all these figures, this trade would have made a loss. But somehow, miraculously, the person got paid $24. So if you get the $24, the 3%, the 3 cents, and the loss that they made doing the trade and put it all together, it would actually come up to $25.47. So our argument, if this isn't real arbitrage trading, this wallet that is associated or used by ARE ALL SATOSHI and Boomerang, why is that paying the exact amount of money that happens in that trade? And why does the $24 not calculate in any of the trading that we're looking at here? And it's because that they're fudging the results And the last trade is actually coming from a separate payment address. And what we've done, which you may not know, which I'm not logged in for some reason, but we've gone through and we've obviously tagged every single transaction of that transaction to prove that it's not real arbitrage trading. And obviously we're going to get a few skeptics out there that just are hell bent at believing that it's true and genuine for whatever reason, because that comment that we got on your video, Rob, from that guy who said, you must have faith, right? If they weren't good, they would have stopped a long time ago. They've only been going for 4 months, 5 months. I believe Boomerang. I believe ShaveZ, because we are all Satoshi. Now, that sounds like someone that has listened to a presentation
over and over and over and over. And the one thing, like the one thing that I've heard over and over and over is we know it works because we've seen the money turn up in our MetaMask account. And what I've said is, you know, that money is paid into your MetaMask account. What you don't absolutely know is where it was derived from.
Yes. And they may have a reason for that. In fact, Carl Miller, when he was shown this by one of their own investors, for the use of a better word, actually said they know the scripts are generating the results, and they have known this since day one.
No, what? Well, no, hold on. He didn't say. He said, you're talking about the recurring payments, aren't you?
No, I'm talking about where somebody would trade $100 and always get paid the same amount every single time.
Yes, which are the recurring payments.
Is that the technical word for it?
Well, I'm to be perfectly honest, I'm not absolutely sure it is. But, yeah, Carl said that they're operating on the beta scripts, but it appears to be that they're still on the same scripts, but
whether they're using them or not.
Our website. But no, what he said is that they knew about the recurring payments, i.e. The same pair traded for the same amount, returning the same figure time and time again. There are variations, just to be fair there. Like, for example, we can't explain why that transaction that trade that you showed actually paid out $24, and even though there's a line of code in the website that seems to have all the payouts in there are variations to that. So that's just to be fair, as far as we know. So, yeah.
And why do you want to be fair?
Well, because it's a waste of time of trying to enlighten people to what could be going on. If you're going to say, well, this is absolutely what's happened, we can't prove that any of this is absolutely happening. We're saying this is what it looks like. And there's so many videos out there of other people as well who are saying this is what it looks like. You do question, why hasn't anybody addressed it and explained why it's not right?
See, my biggest beef is the fact that this is a We Are All Satoshi product, and they don't deny that. So if you looked at that where We Are All Satoshi actually came from, and its beginnings with Sam Lee, and they're saying this is nothing to do with Sam Lee, but they're still using all the social media accounts that are listed in this cease and desist order from the state of California. America has laid serious fraud charges against Sam Lee. Then even being associated with this, they would have been better off scrapping everything they had with We Are All Satoshi and started a new Boomerang opportunity, but they didn't.
You have actually raised a really interesting point here, because at the start, this was an opportunity that the We Are All Satoshi community, well, this is my understanding. It was an opportunity that the We Are All Satoshi community were able to tap into. And there were, and there was a cap on how many licenses were able to be sold to the We Are All Satoshi community. But that seems to have changed to where it now appears to be a We Are All Satoshi product. And there's nobody else who's been able to buy a license unless you went into We Are All Satoshi.
But there's quite a few interesting facts here. So why would they have gone and got a brand new domain name? And why didn't they just carry on using boomerang.trade as their domain name rather than go and buy a brand new domain name, which is 24 hours old, and start fresh? Is this so they can keep ahead of the goat?
Well, you'd have to ask ShaveZ. So you asked him to have an interview with you. So it would be interesting to reach out to him again and see if he is up for that. I think it's quite interesting, given the delays, and I don't even know what the date is today.
22nd. 22nd, Rob. It's actually Richard's birthday.
Let's go!
In New Zealand. But Rob's fallen off. Where's he gone? Yeah, so I think I know why they've got a new domain name, so they can extend the reach of them being chased and cut down again. So they're trying to keep this independent from We Are All Satoshi. And obviously if you did a search for beta.boomerang.trade, I'm sure you'll find numerous government organizations warning you that this could be potentially running a scam.
So now that means we send our
but hold on. If that were true, then any organization only has to go onto the social media channels to find the URL. It could be that they decided that they were going to go onto a new URL to make it out as if it is, like all being redone.
But even the URL's stupid.
Yeah, because
it's a very unusual URL. But how many of the others are like was.network, for crying out loud? Who the hell would come up with that?
You know why that is, Rob?
Why?
Because I bought the other ones.
Oh my god!
So if Chavez wants those, he can pay me, and Danny a good hefty.
But look at this. This is the old URL, right? And it's all red, and it says trust score 37 out of 100. I presume that's bad.
Yeah.
So now I put in the new URL, and obviously they'll have another. This wouldn't have had a chance to update. So people that might be trying to do a bit of research before they fork out 500.
Right.
So what's it say straight away? Suspicious. It's been scored as a suspicious website within the first 24 hours.
Right, because it's pulling code from multiple websites. That doesn't look good.
Read the analysis. So then we go off to other organizations. This one's got 6.4 out of 100% legit. So no wonder they don't want to keep the website. Trust 6.4 out of 100. Whether you should trust this website. Now remember, this is groundbreaking information, ladies and gentlemen. This is the state of the art, arbitrage trading, and all of a sudden it's getting booed off the internet because they're running a scam. I mean, where do we go with this?
And you go down and 5.4. See, look.
Here's a question for everybody on the show.
See, look right there.
If you were organizing a scam, how professional would you try to be?
Well, I don't know about that, Rob.
Depends on the value you're going for. if you're going for big money, you better look kind of professional. If you're going to,
I don't think anybody on the internet doesn't want to be professional.
If you're trying to grab like $2 from your users, man, your website could look like total crap in my opinion. Like Tron, or Ton Booster, that website looks like crap. But they're only the maximum you could go, like you could put into that is like $100 to get the UFO. So
how hard is it? Like for example, if you went into the Bitcoin Code website, you've got all of the drop down menus in there that aren't working. You've got the craft in there that stays exactly the same. I'm just really surprised about why the basic things aren't done.
You're pulling code from it. You're pulling code that's like 5, 6, 7 years old.
Oh yeah, but people, Joe Blogs, who's going to chuck out $500 towards this opportunity of a lifetime they heard in a Zoom meeting, ain't going to really worry about the website code. He's not even probably going to look at the website. He's just going to trust.
No, he's going to be like, oh, but if I put 500, I make 2x.
You just can't overtalk me because it just doesn't work.
Sorry, I'm pulling on that.
What you talk?
Yeah, so like you said, nobody's gonna look at the code. But to me, if I'm putting in $1, if I'm putting in 10,000, I want the CEO's freaking phone number, email, his house. The higher money I'm putting in, I want to know where you're at. I want to visit your house. I want your parents' phone number. I want every relative's phone. I want everything. That
was my point that I was about to make. As the lady who thought that by holding her phone on a slant when she was screen sharing, that people couldn't see her username and password, is the people that are signing up for this platform, and that's their target audience, and which is a shame. But we can sit here as semi-experts and look at the code of the website and tell you what we determine it to do without even having 100% certainty. But it's still not stopping these people that don't know the arse end of a computer, who somehow managed to get $500 into a scheme. We even managed to have disposable income that they invest in these projects. And that's the part that sort of hurts me the most. I'm not Rob's here to practice his speech. I'm actually here to save the world from scams. But, at the end of the day, so what we did yesterday, Rob, is Crypto G showed us a website of what a proper company, and by looking at this proper company, and I'm not saying go out there and invest in them, but this website, everything stacks up. And this is a professional website. There's no broken links. You go to
hold on for a minute. Hold on.
All right, I'm holding on again.
That you and I know from past experience in the last couple of years or so, that if a crypto project is called an opportunity, it's not a good look. If a crypto project has an MLM component, it's not a good look. But we also know that if you go onto the website and there are spelling mistakes, if you go onto the website and drop-down menus don't work, if you go onto the website and there are buttons on there that don't work, if there's no contact address, if there's stuff like that, it's probably a scam. And the crazy thing is that I'm an amateur website builder myself. Even I wouldn't do that. So I just don't get why these people that have created websites in the past to scam people aren't doing the basics. But I also don't get why the people who stick 500 or several thousands of dollars into these things don't get off their ass and go and look at the bloody website.
Yep.
See the difference?
Yeah. So what I've just gone to this website, Rob, I know you're on a mobile, and I've gone to Scamavise, and we've put that opportunity, that crypto opportunity that I just had on the screen, and it's come back with a score, a proper score where it says it's 98, 99%, 100% strike rate. They're saying it's good. So,
and I put to you,
yes, Rob.
I put to you that any amateur could come up with a website that scores about 98, 99 on those things. And I do not get why a few of the websites of people who are trying to mislead haven't put the time in just to do the website reasonably well to get a 98, 99.
But that score isn't from just the website.
No, it's looking at scripts, how good the security is.
Well, it's looking at probably other data that's, what country things are coming from, maybe the
is it anchored? Yeah. I think it's called anchor linking, if I remember right. If it's anchor linked on well-respected websites, is it like anchored on Google, Yahoo, whatever. Legitimate, been around for 25 plus years.
By using the website I'm looking at, what I'm getting at is when I went here yesterday, I did notice something that wasn't here, that all the other websites that have something where you can invest in had, and there was no multi-level marketing structure on this website. There was no reward system for people who referred other people into it. They don't need it. The legitimate companies don't need that crap. And that's why you get such a force of people behind you pushing it down your throat because they want that commission. They don't care if the project works or not. The other thing I pointed out yesterday's video is they claim that they've been in Forbes magazine. They claim they've been in CNN, Bloomberg.
Yeah, read the article, I think.
Excuse me, Bob. If you click on those links, you can go through and read the articles. But you go through to any of these other scams, and you can't click on the articles. They don't have the articles, but people don't bother to click and research. And that's probably my message, but you guys can. So I was quite impressed by this one. And I'm not saying go invest, but I'm just saying this is probably a good benchmark to have a look at if you're thinking about comparing apples with apples. And look at this very one here, our partners. Now, I can guarantee if I went through to each of those partners, I would find a reference back to World Mobile Token because they wouldn't put that on there without these companies, being known about them. So do your due diligence. That's what we're really saying.
Yeah, and I think that what my point is that most people that would create a website for any business at all are going to do a decent website. That's, like the key, a basic thing. The other question, I guess, is that the website for Boomerang is up, and regardless of how close the code is to what the code was, et cetera, the key thing is it going to pay out people their 3x?
Mate, there's so many red flags here. You're going to have a field day tonight. You've got more content than you could poke a stick.
Danny, did you show him the top secret spy video that we saw?
What are you talking about?
When we were in the Hawaiian room and the lady there's that special account where the WAS member gets 300x?
No. Where's that?
Oh, that was yesterday.
Yeah, that was yesterday when we were watching Hawaiian room. We were messing with the Hawaiian ladies, and we saw that person who was about to put in $600,000.
Yeah, but that was 600.
Yeah, and we found that was 600, but they had their option was 300x, Rob, because they're a platinum investor. It means they put $150,000 in the beginning, so they get 300x.
Wow, I didn't follow that.
So yeah, that's in the mix of all the videos I sent you. It's ShaveZ writing on the thing like $20 million per leader. Yeah, you learn a lot from the Russian room. You might not understand what they're saying, but when you use whiteboards, it's nice.
Well, they've traded in a whole lot of their yachts lately, haven't they? Anyway, what I want to do is I don't want to do anything. I've got to make a living, so I'm not going to be here all day today. So what I'm going to do is I've got 16 people here at the moment. I would like you to go and watch Rob's video from last night. And congratulations, Rob. That is a big number. That's the biggest number of people watching your video, 621 people. And I'm going to refresh it. And that thumbnail you did is just a real cracker. Oops, hold it. Yeah. So you've had 668 views 10 hours ago. I've never had that myself, and that video is definitely one to watch. So in the chat room right now, you guys can go off and watch Rob's video. If you want to help us, get these messages out. I'm sure Rob will go through the website. What's your plan for tonight if you're doing this for the rest of your life? Have you got one?
To be perfectly honest, I probably won't go through the website because at the end of the day, as I said last night or like night before or whatever, at the end of the day, if they're going to pay out 3x, then everything's hunky-dory, isn't it? I just can't imagine how it's going to happen, but hopefully it will.
Well, they're just going back to hyperverse days. They're literally saying to people, you invest $500. It used to be $300, it used to be $400. Now it's $500 if you're comparing apples with hyperverse, and they're claiming they're going to pay out 3x. So what's different? Well,
actually, Danny, if you've been watching social media closely, like I do, only because I have no life.
You do life, Rob. You come over to our place for a cup of bubbles every now and again when I hit a milestone.
Yeah. There's one social media, well, at least one, and it's a pretty official channel. I can't remember on what it's on at the moment, but it said that you get your 3x in a day.
No way.
Well, that's what it said. And it looks pretty official to me, but I don't know whether that's come.
Oh, that's rubbish. Well, that can't mathematically happen, can it?
Well, who knows?
Yeah,
who knows? Like, this is the whole thing.
Unless you have flood insurance.
Yeah, the whole thing is that I ask people, because there's a lot of things when you get into this paradigm that you don't think about, and then like an hour later you think, oh well, what about that? And next day, what about that? Here's the kicker, is that when it was 300x, people thought, well, you get your 300x and then it's up to you to go on and trade with it, right? But now that you've got unlimited flash loan, and you've got a bot, and it's at least reasonably automated, you just can trade all the time, like away you go. So what are people's expectations of how long it should take them to get their 3x? Because before it went to 300 from 300x flash loan, the TrashShit on his trainings and stuff was saying basically you could trade out your 300x flash loan in a matter of days.
Amazing. So what you're kind of getting at is, well, there's a couple of fundamentals that I think have just blown that theory. I don't believe for a second it's going to happen because there's no money there to do so. But why would they put the old website back online after claiming? So why would they put that website back online if that's able to be happen? I mean, there's no reason to dump that old website back online for a start. So why is that?
It is.
It's our buddy again. Technical guy. What's the matter? You're back?
The assumption is, and a lot of people are assuming this, well, the old website worked, like it was working, and all of this other talk about it being determined in the code, etc., isn't true. So, yeah, of course you would use that website because that, to all intents and purposes, is what the testing was on, and that's what works. So, it's just they made that announcement that the URL would be published, so that's happened. And they said that trading will start within a matter of hours. So is that now? Like, are people able to go on there now and trade?
No, I just think it's just I don't know. It's just I'm just asking a question now. Should we ban technical? Yes, no, yes, no. I like the banter. It's spelled banter. BANTER. Okay, we're just doing a wee poll here. because we've got our technical friend back in here again that keeps yelling things. Apparently, he says, when will you get, when will you get new teeth?
When the boomerang actually works like a boomerang.
Yeah, but what, I don't even understand what that actually means. I mean, that's above my pay scale.
When this guy could speak.
Yeah, why doesn't he come on stage and all that? But anyway, I thought we'd do a wee survey whether we should ban. I don't like banning people. I quite like the ban to myself. That's why I put that. But
yeah, we don't pull the Grace move here, okay? And mute you and kick you out like Grace will if you ask a question about Flash loan or anything else.
All right, Bob. I'm just going to take a phone call because it's an Auckland number. It'll be a scammer, so unless it's somebody else. Hello, Danny speaking.
Good morning. I'm on your website. I was referred there by the Panasonic company. The remote for my Panasonic hard drive.
Okay. Yep. Okay. Yep.
It's almost like a real job Danny's got sometimes. So, you know what I mean? All right. Any comments?
So here's a new theory.
Let's have some fun.
Wait. So I have a new theory.
And if there's any issues with sound, please let me know. Hopefully, in fact, I'm playing this on Chrome, and that's going to kill my sound. Good grief! Hold on for one moment. Haven't worked out why, but Chrome and OBS don't play ball very nicely together, but that's okay because we can stick it in something else and beyond that imagination, and you will be able to hear it. You love saying beyond imagination in this video for some reason. All right, so there we go. Let's have a look this time. There we go. And just trying to tidy that up, get it right to one side. Good, great. I really apologize for not having this ready, but we've had quite a bit going on here. Quite a bit indeed, actually. So there we go. Just open that up there. And there, and right on time, but not. Here we go. As I say, any issues with sound, please let me know. Let's get on with the show.
Beyond possibilities of its own algorithms.
Oh, hold on. Good grief. We fast forwarded. Here we go. Let's go back to the start. Man, there we go.
Marks. We have been setting records and we will be, I'm quite confident that we will stand tall
my day job.
as pioneers of not just affiliate marketing industry, but also.
Alrighty, I'm not going to play Rob's video, but that video is going off for a reason. Don't know why. Look at Shavis. Looks a bit unusual there, doesn't it? It looks like a haircut. Yeah, very sorry about that. Obviously, Rob said to go. Somebody rang me up about a TV remote because I sell TV remotes, and he wanted to tell me about his device that was 15 years old and how it wasn't working. And he's found a remote on my website. It looks the same, and he wouldn't just answer one basic question: what's the model number? So that was my thing. Right. So you guys have been awesome. I'm actually going to call it quits for the day. We might go down at 11 o'clock, but I just think we discovered a whole lot of stuff. Look, take whatever you want out of our words of wisdom. We'd like to think we're words of wisdom. We are the guys that are going through the code of the website. We are the ones that are checking the whole activity of the blockchain. We're watching the money. We've watched $140 million being transferred around over the last 6 months. We haven't seen anyone receive anything of decent value that they claim they're going to get paid out. So if you don't believe us, then just keep giving them your money. We're good with that. But please don't recruit people into buying up for this platform if you don't understand it yourself. Don't invite your mum and dad and your brother and sister and your nephew and your cousin, your dog or your cat to buy a license, because you're not a registered financial advisor and you don't deserve and you don't have the right to advise somebody to put their money into it. I've watched thousands of dollars being invested into these platforms, and I've also watched people lose every cent of their life savings because people think they know it's crypto. This is nothing to do with crypto. This is simply a platform that people are selling a membership or a license for people to buy. If you buy one, you will have no comeback. Can you contact these people from their websites? Can you find out where ShaveZ lives? Yesterday we heard that they were evacuating their offices because of the floods in Dubai. This is what they told us. Their server room is meant to be damaged. All of a sudden, within 24 hours, they've managed to get things transferred and going. For some reason, they've had to buy a brand new domain name. And that's because the score of the domain name or the history of the domain name is associated with Sam Lee, maybe. Sam Lee's been charged for serious fraud in his connection to a $1.9 billion scam. Sam Lee started up We Are All Satoshi. It's his baby. Everybody that invested in that opportunity, 30% of that money would go into the Vault Horizon for their security. 68% of that money went to the marketing budget. And the other 2% went to the tech provider. That was the story we were told. We saw the leaders all going to Dubai, and they were traveling around with Sam, who was a billionaire. And he told everybody in that room that he's going to make them all a billionaire. That never eventuated. In fact, I chatted to Sam for 3.5 hours on a WhatsApp chat session, and he told me that he wasn't a billionaire. Sam got arrested, put in jail in Dubai for 3 nights because he had a check bounce for $1 million. 2 checks, actually, if you want to be technical, just under $1 million US. He wrote them out to his old business partner, and they bounced. His old business partner reported him to Dubai authorities, and he got locked up for 3 nights. Sam has a travel ban. He can't leave Dubai. Sam's probably pleased he can't leave Dubai because if he comes back to Australia or America, he'll be arrested. America's charged him for serious fraud. They've locked up Bitcoin Rodney in connection to the same scam. He's in jail right now as we speak. Brenda Chunga, she became an informant for the Men in Black. She was trying to trap Sam Lee into going to America so they could arrest him. No formal charges have actually been laid against Sam in his hometown of Melbourne or Australia. He just wants to come back and clear his name. Sam believes he's a good guy. In fact, he claimed that he's working with the UAE and they're releasing prisoners to his care. And he's running a call center in Dubai. And he's doing good, upstanding business. This is his story. I've had people who are running human trafficking compounds reach out to me asking if I can help them find Ryan Jew. Ryan Jew connected with Sam Lee, Colin Star Capital, Blockchain Global, and they said that Ryan Jew is connected to human compounds that are human trafficking people. What type of criminal network are you supporting by just having a go to do some arbitrage trading? Do you want to be associated with this stuff? I took a list of people's names that were in these Zoom meetings. I'll put them in a database. I have a large database of everyone I've seen in Zoom meetings who are learning how to become arbitrage traders. I've done it with Hyperverse in the past. You go search Keith Williams, not the basketballer. Keith Williams scam, you'll find my videos. I own him. Search for Yvonne Henry. Search for Carl Miller. Search for Marcus, I forget his name. But anyway, these names, you search for them, they'll come up on my website or in my videos. I'm here to name and shame anyone running or promoting a Ponzi scheme. Don't get wound up in this pile of shit. It's not worth it. I'm Danny de Hek, aka the Crypto Ponzi Scheme Avenger. I will try to do a live in about an hour and a quarter. I will see if I can get back into the meeting. There was 1,000 people in the meeting, and I was one of them, and they kicked out 75 people to stop me broadcasting their shit on the internet and doing my commentary over it. See you in the next live, guys. Thanks for being here.